Hello, YouTubes. How are we doing? We made it over. It looks like we figured out the broadcasting stuff. It's very different from Twitch, but I think I got it. We got the pre-party. We got everybody hopping in. My chat doesn't want to scroll up. That's new. Cool. Caddis, hello. How are ya? Bakaneko, hello. Dine, hello. Tony, Ravenlord, how are we all doing today? Hello. It's really cute. I like it. All right, welcome to Build-a-thon. We're going to take the day and just build as much as we can because I have a lot of new projects that need to be built. So we're gonna take the time. Isaiah, welcome in. How are you? We got Eldar. I think that's where I want to start because it's our smallest project for today. So these are for Wasted Mind. We have Jane's R, Malgan Ra. There's also some Forge World with this project, but I think for now this is a good place to start. I have, for my Nids, I want to get the Barb Gaunts built today. So I have that here. And then I think we will finish with Seraphon if I've still got steam and if Sadie cooperates. If she decides to just go crazy, then I think we played a bunch before stream, so I think I've worn her out for a little bit. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's the plan. Start with Eldar, get some Nids, and then whatever I can do today will be Seraphon. Another Jane's R, yeah. So this should be fun. I'm excited. Jezzy, good morning. How are you? Let's actually start with Jane's R. Let's just go ahead and open up. How are you guys? What are we up to today? Thanks for making your way over to the YouTubes. I appreciate it. We if you guys have not seen the update, we are now over 1,000 watch hours. So we are making our way there. I think it was 1070 toward our 3K. And these streams help a whole bunch. So thank you so much for coming to hang out. All right. One sprue. We love it. Hey, Phoenix Jones, welcome in. I am Bird. Bird of the Blazes. The bird specifically made for blazing. The bird of blazing. Bird of blazing, welcome in. How are you? Thanks for making it over to YouTube. How you doing today? We're going to start right off with Jane's R, which actually I'll put this here so you guys can see what we're working on. What have you got going on today? What's everyone up to? Yesterday I ended up working on the Possessed for the Black Legion. I got basing all done, and I started the second half with gold and all of that. And then I got some more quotes out. I've got a couple more to finish because I had things to follow up on. And then I'm caught up. I'm really happy. I'm proud of myself because I hate email. This is right, Nikki Eyes, if there was one. Wasted Mind, hello, how are ya? We decided to, oh yeah, if you guys want to help me out and you like the stream, slap the updoot, as Wasted Mind has said. Give me a like. Here, we're gonna start with Jane's R. I decided that we're gonna go with the Eldar first, Wasted Mind, because they're my small project. The resin I will do off stream since I have a little bit more trouble with that. But for plastic, we'll get these together. What you up to today? How are we all doing? Erebry also coming in. Hello, Nicole. Welcome in. How are ya? Oh, there's Nikki Eyes. Yeah, we'll just substitute them in for now. We're on the way toward Nikki Eyes. That's right. Soon, says Caddis. TM. Soon. We're working our way. Speaking of, thank you everyone watching the VODs. I really appreciate it. There's more shorts. There's this week's VODs are going up. I'm trying to space them out so it's not just like hammering everyone's inbox every day. But thank you so much everyone watching the VODs. It is helping. They do tick up. Let's see. Bacchus is working on Eternus Blade of the First Prince. What a cool mini. What do we think so far? At some point, I would like to get that miniature when we make our way back over to Chaos. I've got a little while before I can work on something like that. But at some point, I'd like to. Hello? Hello? Avian? How are you? Welcome in. We're learning the YouTubes. I got the, where we can have a pre-party again. We don't lose our pre-party. So figured that out today. That's exciting. Good to know. YouTube is very different than Twitch. Everybody says, I'm finally building a Sky Hunter jet bike. Let's go. Exalted dabbing on in here. How are you? Yeah, we're back on the good platform now. That has the dab emote. What you up to today? JPIC, hello. How are ya? Which Chaos model do we want to work on? What was his name again? Let me scroll back up. Eternus, Blade of the First Prince. Prince. He's like all silver, but he cool. How are you, JPIC? What you up to today? Glad to be here for the first ever YouTube stream I'm watching. I still haven't finished my Pathfinders, but I've started work on the, a heretical conversion. converting time. I'm excited to see when you are comfortable sharing. Avian says, old man mashing keyboard trying to learn how to work the tubes. You're here, Avian. You did it. You've done the thing. Well done. Well done. Scott, hello. How are you? Coming in with the old butt bump. The inability to hover an emoji and see its command is obnoxious. Yeah, it's a little different. It's a little different. Let's see. JPEG said, I learned that GeoGuessr has a roguelike game mode. Uh-oh. That sounds dangerous. We geoguessing all the things. Make sure this all lines up before we pop it. Oh, missed a nub. Jay says, plumbing and water extravaganza last night at the new house was something, but otherwise we're making progress. Bedroom should be ready for paint here real soon. I am so sorry you run into plumbing stuff. That was... You guys remember. First we had to do like half of our pipes. Like a while back we had an issue where like the tree roots had gotten into the pipes. And then when we did the big foundation repairs last year, we had to do the rest of it. So I completely feel you on plumbing things, Jesse. It sucks. It sucks. Avian says, hello, chat. I'm old man with coffee, smiling in pain. I'm sorry. Sorry for pain, but I'm glad you have coffee. Thanks for coming to join us. Tim Brown, welcome in. How are you? Sorry, waiting, catching up on here. Let's see, I ordered 2 boxes back in February, still waiting on them. My friend said the company had 10 boxes, so I ordered 1. That was the other thing I fixed, is the latency. So it should be like the chat interaction and me actually reading what you guys are typing. Should be a lot faster now, so let me know what you guys think. I think I have it on ultra low latency, so as close to real time as I could get it. Let's see. Phoenix says, I'm comfortable sharing the concept. I'm converting... Ooh, Gunpla kits. I used to build Gunpla, Phoenix. It's been a while, but I've built some. Into Knights for 40k. I'm currently working on making some, goof. Is it goof? I say I know Gunpla, and then I don't know how to pronounce that one. Custom. From the 6th MS into a Knight Despoiler. I know the one. I don't think I've actually heard it pronounced. You done goofed, that's right. Scott says, I think we waited half a day after we got our house before we ripped up all the flooring. Yeah, we got the, we're like, foundation done, cool, we did it. And it's like, fuck, we gotta do plumbing now. Was the worst. It was awful. Awful. Office Painter, hello, how are you today? Welcome, welcome in. We're trying the YouTubes, how are you? JPEG says, just finished work. Time to crack open a cold one with the chat. Let's do it. What you got today, JPEG? Here. Cheers, JPEG. Cheers. Live Menace, hello. How are you? What you up to today? Welcome to Build-a-thon. For everyone coming in, we're going to try and do a long stream. Build what we can. Get some of those sweet, sweet watch hours as we work toward partner. Build all the things. First up is Eldar. I've got Jane Czar and Malgan Ra getting built. These are going to be for Wasted Mind in chat. Just, speaking of old man drinking coffee, my poor father. He's super helpful, good at the plaster drywall fixing stuff. But man, he's 70. He's feeling it today. I can imagine. I am not 70, and I feel it when we have to do house stuff. It's a lot of work. I have a little picture here. Everyone get the dabs out. Chat, can you all dab for me? I just want to see it. Can everyone just dab for me? I'm impressed. This is one of my favorite minis. This is such a fun mini. So I've painted one for my Beal Tan. And then this one will be matching a purple Eldar army. I need to double check my notes for colors. Like what goes where. But I'm pretty excited. So yeah, if you guys are not familiar with the mini, this one here. One day I'll be able to rip out my downstairs flooring and replace it, especially the terrible engineered hardwood in the bathroom. Who puts wood flooring in the bathroom? That is a choice. That is a choice. Well, when you're done exploding your office and everything else, Wasted Mind, You can come join us with exploding the rest of your house. Ravenlord, thank you for the dab. I appreciate it. It makes my day. It makes my day. What is that emote even called? I don't actually know. I think Wasted Mind says you can't hover over it like you do on Twitch. If anyone can help direct us to the dab. Look at all those dabs. Oh, yours came in. Your message came in super late. Interesting. YouTube chat is very different. Baka Neko's came in way later than Ravenlord's, but I just saw Ravenlord's a second ago. I also want to mention that the custom being turned into the Night Displeller is actually the first kit bash conversion, making things differently I'm doing, so wish me luck with my terrible choice. It's going to be great. Not a terrible choice. I think it's going to be really cool. I've seen, not knights, I've seen people bring in Gunpla for Tau. So some of the Tau battle suits, they'll bring in the Gunpla stuff. Because it seems like a pretty easy swap in. Oh, you had to... Oh, for spam. I see. I dab so good it causes a temporal rift. Okay. I was trying to do spam detection. I see. Elbow cough. Oh, is that what it is? I see. We're not dabbing. We're elbow coughing. Alright, well. Hold on. I just had dry fit, and now it's not gonna sit right. Hold on. Maybe this way's better. It's not even a difficult connection. It just doesn't want to sit where I had it. There you go. What is this? Is this some reference to Johnny Quest? I mean, I have watched Johnny Quest. I don't know why it's a reference to it, though. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. The weebs take the anime suits? Unexpected. Yep, they sure do. If you were looking for any inspiration, maybe if you're feeling a little stuck in your converting, you can always see what the weebs have come up with. As a fellow weeb, we can be pretty creative. All right, we need 5. You can use other channel emotes on YouTube. Oh, like you wouldn't be able to use like Lupo's here. That's interesting. Am I spam? The bot thought so. I know stream elements. You're good. You don't have to keep telling me you're running. You silly bot. Is that a setting I need to change? Silly bot. Stupid split level island in the kitchen needs to go. It means replacing, which means new cabinets. I feel the cost spiraling. Where's the faint emoji? That's anything house, anything car. It's just, you try to do the thing and it turns into 10 more things. Yeah. Have you applied your skills to cosplay? I have not. I have not cosplayed anything. I don't even know who I'd want to cosplay. Where does this piece go? It goes in front, doesn't it? Here. There we go. Don't some of the Gundams have... Wait, female anatomy? Depends which gunplay you're buying. If you're getting just the standard one from the shows, not so much. Other ones, though. Car is paid off in September. Love that. I was so happy when my old one was paid off. And then the transmission decided to be a butt, and I had to get another car. But yeah, that was nice not having a car payment for a while. It's gonna be so nice, Wasted Mind. Blanca-chan cosplay when? Could you imagine? I'm just here to terrorize Slam. Could you imagine? I could rope J7 to making gear for her, so she could be a giant space wolf. I do have the Frost Axe. I do have that. which is pretty sick. I probably need to find a place for that in here now that I have my stream room. Blanca-chan felt suit. I feel bad for Nikki wearing it, but it'd be cute. You know, that would be a great merch idea for them. Like a, oh, what do they call those? Our gumi? Like, I have the chicken one. What's it called? The just the big one piece thing. Blanca-chan days, Blanca-chan, Blanca days, and Blanca-tube. Is it just a, yeah, it'd be just a onesie. Yeah, that. Just that, but Blanca-chan. I'd wear that for like 10 minutes until I melt. Because that was the problem with, yeah, the footy PJ thing. I just melt in them is the problem. I get too hot in them. Which I would in any cosplay. If I'm not in shorts in the cosplay, I'm gonna melt. Alright. This all attached. Let's see. The other thing we did last night, Scott and I played a game, or a bit of a game. I got frustrated. We played in Tabletop Sim last night, so we tried to do 1,000 points. I'll be honest, I had a really hard time reading things, and it made me very frustrated. The mat where you have your dice wasn't working for me. It was messed up. It was hard to read things. Like, once we kind of got in the groove and, like, Scott could help me click some things, like, once we figured out what was broken. Like, I'm glad we got to play a little bit and, like, learn more of my units. But yeah, it felt pretty... It felt tough at first. There's a definite learning curve with playing in Tabletop Sim. I think if I had all of the material, like, physically in front of me, where I could read it, I would be happier with it. But I got real frustrated last night because I couldn't see shit. And that was, that part was awful. But I found out that Carnifexes are no joke. They are pretty scary. They did a ton of wounds. I took Old One Eye with a Carnifex. So I attached him to the Carnifex unit. And, just check some. Okay. They did a lot of damage. But yeah, I don't know how much more of that. Like, not with Scott. I'd probably play with other people, but that was the other thing we were working on last night. Anyone else been playing more games? Some more 10th? I want to play some more, Wait, what? What's going on? Okay, it looks like chat's back. I was also confused. Because you guys were chatting at a pretty decent rate, and then it just stopped. Okay, I can see Wasted Mind and Jesse. Is anyone else having chat issues? It was down for a moment. Okay. I'm like, this is really weird that I mentioned Tabletop Sim and everyone stops talking. Okay, maybe if you can't see chat, give it a refresh. I don't know what happened. I'll recap again here in a second in case anyone's messing with chat. I did think that was weird. We broke it. Refresh YouTube and still had nothing but do now. Okay, well I'm glad it sounds like it's coming back then for people. The video seems to jump back in spurts. Okay, maybe YouTube's having a hiccup then. Of course. Yeah, this new and plucky upstart streaming platform. I try to hop over here to avoid Twitch being, exploding. And what happens? It'll refresh and go burn. Okay. I'll wait a few more minutes here while people get everything refreshed. And then we will talk more about Tabletop Sim. Okay, I'm just gonna start all over because I don't know when it stopped. It was basically as I started talking about tabletop sim, I noticed something was weird. Okay, so Scott and I played 1,000 points in tabletop sim. And I will be honest, I got frustrated because I couldn't read anything. Everything is really small or text is overlapping within tabletop sim. So, like, it's all there. But, yeah, tabletop, it may have been mine. I should have gone to see what yours look like, Scott, before I, like, shut everything down for the night. Like, the place where I put all the dice straight up didn't work. Scott had to go and put, like, the dice out for me because the buttons weren't working. When I was trying to build my army list, none of that was fully loading. I had trouble with, the map we figured out, at least. So that part was a pain point, but I'm glad we get to play. Carnifexes are gross. I'm going to get mine out and painted, because they did some serious damage. We did an old one-eye and a Carnifex, and if I knew they had been that painful, I would have gone straight for the big knights, but I didn't know that. Meeting time sounds good, Scott. Okay, let me catch up with the fact that I can't scroll on my chat. Let's see, Isaiah says, I've been playing some games, about 7 games under my belt. It's pretty fun. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. My only pain point is I wish I had like Battle Scribe where I could have everything in front of me. So if I use the app, it's a lot of back and forth. A lot of the rules and stuff are like nested. And like I'm missing stuff. And I can't learn that way if I'm having to like hunt and dig through everything. So I either need to wait for the codex and see if there's new cards or, you know, make my own thing. I think that's my pain point right now, is I wish all my stuff was in one spot. But yeah, glad we got to play. The knights are pretty gross, especially at 1,000 points. Like, you seem to have a lot of wounds and a lot of guns and things. So it was cool to see the knights. I was surprised how much you could take at 1,000 points. He had a big knight and I think 4 little knights, which was more than I was expecting. But yeah, I think I need to figure out what is going on with my tabletop sim before I can play a whole lot more. Let's see, Scott's lurking but said the data cards are a bit small. Mine were much easier to read. YouTube's messed up. I heard you tell the same story twice. I had to because chat was being goofy. Like, it just cut out apparently for everyone. Nikki paints Carnifex. They get nerfed, probably. Probably. Old One Eye is gross, though. He's gonna go in all my lists. He's gonna go in all my lists. Big Towering Knights put out the Nikki blam. Yeah. He did some damage. The app could use some tweaking that card. Yeah, I literally just want the view from Battle Scribe that puts everything in one spot. That's all I want. Like, literally just give me that view. And I'll give you money every month. That's fine. I'll do it. I have the index. We have the cards in TDS. They're totally readable. So they were not on my screen. Apparently on Scott's, they were fine. You could read them. Mine were so small that even when you zoomed in all the way, like, the letters were a little off and they were hard to read. So I don't know what's wrong with my tabletop sim. I don't know if I need to, like, re-download it or what. Something's not right. Son of Forest, welcome in. How are you? I like the app overall. I also bought the index cards. I think the app for the actual list building is nice. I don't want to have to go back and forth every time Scott's targeting something different where I want to... I think the other thing is, like, if I'm in the unit, it doesn't just show the weapons I've given it. So I have to go back out to see what I gave it, to go back in. I just want it... just want it together. Everyone says, stuff having higher toughness has sure been a change. My Meltas barely scratch a Forge Fiend, which surprised me. Wounding on 4s is rough when used to 2s. Scott used a Melta on one of my big bugs and did stupid damage. Stupid damage. One-Eye Chan. Will, welcome in. Oh no, terrible night at work. Credit card getting stolen electronically. Car problems means I got home in time for YouTube's Nikki. I am so sorry you're having to deal with all that. We're happy to have you. I hope all of that gets sorted here soon. Gosh, what a nightmare. I'm so sorry. Chat, yeah, it sounds like YouTube's having some hiccups this morning. Sorry, chat. Bear with us here. Which is weird. We didn't have any problems the first stream, so I guess today they're just having some issues. I also don't know when they normally do updates. Like Twitch, usually like Tuesdays. It gets a little funky sometimes if they're doing updates and adding stuff. I don't know if YouTube's on kind of that same schedule. Maybe Wednesday's a rough day. I walked into chat and broke it. No, chat went down a little earlier, which was weird, but that's okay. We're getting stuff done. Everybody says, outside of being nigh impossible to get hold of, I've one thing I don't like about the Sky Hunters. What's that? There's a slot at the front to have an Imperial Eagle or a Son of Horus logo. What about for other legions? Yeah. That's always a little goofy. Could you just fill in the slot? Do a little bit of green stuff and smush it in there? If you don't want to go with the eagle. Why is this not lining up? What are you doing? There we go. Let's see, my Eradicator's doing well despite the toughness change. Carnifexes are scary. My friend knows one old one-eye and 2 Carnifexes. If I had had more points, I would have put in a second Carnifex, yeah. I feel like at 1,000 points it felt a little weird for Nids. It's like I could take like one... My Tyrannifex actually did nothing last night. Like I took it for the big strength gun against the Knights. I couldn't roll to hit to save my life. And when I finally did, Scott had his ion shields, so it did nothing for me. I'll take more Carnifexes next time. They're pretty beastie. So yeah, I gotta get mine out to paint. So I typically stick my Eradicators on them. I think that's a good move, yep. It's they're pretty gross. Got a hold of green stuff, yeah. Why not something else? I mean, you could just throw a bit over it too, yeah. Yeah. Throw a cool Legion bit over it. I love these kitty emotes. They're the best. They're pretty cute. I think between kitties and dabbing, we'll be alright until we get our own emotes over here. They're pretty cute. What you building? We got Eldar, yes. So today, we've got 2 Eldar to build. That's our smallest project, so I wanted to start with it and get them done. We got Janezar and Malgan Ra. After that, I want to build my Barb Gaunts for my Nids. And then we're just going to work on Seraphon until I literally can't build anymore today. Until my patience is completely run out, we're going to build Seraphon. That's the plan today. Or if Sadie just goes nutso at some point, then I'll have to stop because Scott's not here. Alright, what side does your hair go on? Alright. There. That was our problem. Okay. None of the gifts to build. The what? Don't say chat does not give you things to do. Yeah, my patience. My patience. The stream ends in like 20 minutes and yep, wrap it up. Wrap it up. Vor file not found. Give me a little credit. I mean, I deal with you guys 4 times a week. My patience is it's up there. It's up there. Eldar bikes, yeah, we will. So the Seraphon are the next commission, so they have to get built. This is kind of what I need to work on in the shorter time. They will get built though, Avian. Thank you again. This is just what I need to build right now. We can do more build-a-thons. I don't think you guys understand how much plastic needs to get built here at the house. This is true. We consume all of the patience. I was gonna say, did that explain your bad night? If you're consuming your patience? That seems, I mean, that's one way to treat them, right? That's one way. That's what I do, says Live Menace. Shave all the chapter-specific stuff off the dudes. Add Imperial Fist stuff in pouches. Yeah, if you've got eagles and stuff you don't want. Shave it off. Put something else over it. Jay says, I keep staring at my plastic that I currently have no time for. When you're all moved in, and you've got everything where you want it, then you can hobby it up. Even on YouTube, my fat fingers are my downfall. Are you on mobile for YouTube's as well? All right, 14. Wasted Mind, thank you for these easy builds. I can't speak to the Forge World kits just yet, but these haven't been so bad. But yeah, today, these are a commission. The Nids are mine, and then we got another commission. So that's why I've chosen those specifically to work on. Get the next projects in the queue. Science Pie, hello. I am lurking. Thank you so much for the lurk. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We're just doing a whole bunch of building today. I've got Janezar, Malganra. We're going to check out the Barb Gaunts for my Nids. And then some Seraphon. So thank you, thank you. Thank you everyone for coming and tuning in. She says, right now my hobby is fixing my house. Yep, that'll keep you busy for a while. After that, you can mess with the silly plastic. Mobile tubing. Can I ask, is mobile YouTube better than mobile Twitch? I've not used a whole lot of mobile YouTube. It's usually, yeah, just like a video, whoops, here or there. What do we think? There's no Eldar Knight versus Imperial Knight? Yes. I thought about that. Because I want the materials right in front of me, it doesn't make sense to buy, like, Tyranid cards, because they're about to get a codex. But Eldar I could go ahead and print, right? Print all the index cards. Where's my music? It seems very low. Let me fix this real quick. I need some music if we're going to be here all day. Okay, hopefully that's better. What if you sent me Scott's Custodies and I sent you money? I like money. I like that you're gonna send me money for Scott's Custodies. I like this plan. Yes. Approved. Approved. Commissions galore. Yeah, we're kind of in between. So last week I got 3 different commissions back home. So now I have to build the next kind of wave of stuff. Kind of in between waves at the moment. Mobile YouTube is significantly different than desktop live chat. I have to say, other than the emotes, it's not half bad. It's good. Someone can send me money. They might not get custodies though. Ravenlord getting in on this, yeah. Gotta shoot your shot. Always shoot your shot. I respect it. There's some frustrating bits. Everyone's name is gray. Their chat icon is an image of a letter in a colored circle. Unless I like Ravenlord and have a cool pic. Okay, so that's the same as what I've got then. Yep. The everyone being the same color is kind of tough. I am trying to use the icons also to keep up with chat. I know that when we unlock the memberships, that changes a little bit. But then everyone is, I think, green. My mods are blue. But that's kind of all I get, as opposed to Twitch where everyone's a different color. Okay, how does your hand work? Should put an image in your profile? Yeah, if you wanted to. Jazz it up a little bit. It does help. Why can't I get her hand line up? I'm Ravenlord with an Iron Warrior picture, which really shows off my duality of character. There you go. Ravenlord out here. Living the best life. Mikey, welcome in. How are you? Yep, it's YouTube day. What you up to? If anyone would like any YouTube updates as we work toward things, let me know. These do help quite a bit, so thank you everyone for coming and hanging out over here instead today. I don't know why I can't do this. My brain's breaking. Okay, we're gonna come back to this. I keep feeling like I'm putting things on at the wrong angle and my brain's just breaking. Son of Horus rocking the rocking a profile pic. Look at that. Yeah, if we just get everyone's custom stuff, feel like home. I pulled the SSUR Ghost Foil non-heretic non-converted Tor Garradon from Ravenlord. What's the drop rate on that? My goodness. My goodness. Jane Zara commission? It is, yes. We've got Jane Zara. We've also got Malgan Ra. These are going to be for Wasted Mind here in chat. So trying to get them built today so we can start in. One of those days I need a character per project. And then we have some Forge World to go with them too, which I'm excited to get started on. Forge World tends to be a tougher build though, so I will do that off stream. Plastic, easy. Resin, a little more annoying. Meeting Vroom, you off to a meeting? Sounds good. What's everyone else up to today? What have we got, chat? I have stream, obviously. I think, depending on how long it goes, I have to make sure I exercise today. This is my accountability check-in. I did not work out yesterday, and I need to today. Then I need to... I've got 2 more emails I need to get to. And then either the Possessed or the Salamanders will get a bit more work. Yes, Avian, you did. They are here also. Thank you again. For the Eldar, when I get back to mine, I have those on the list. And my Fire Prism I need to build. So that might be another build-a-thon right there. Is my boxes and my Fire Prism. Scott messaged me. He's tempting me with models and actual prices, yeah? Yeah. He was showing me what he had all together for that. Custodians may have a new home. Maybe. Maybe. Further says, I have an unopened Garradon that I picked up for a conversion. Could paint it as original scheme. Original scheme as an actual Tor Garradon or your original scheme. Earfry's going to dinner with mom, bro, and girlfriend in an hour or so. Enjoy. I need to do my Street Fighter challenges too, so I can keep working on my little fighter pass. I think the weekly stuff reset. I don't do a lot of the online stuff, so it's kind of hard to get some of them, but I need to try and get the rest of my Rashid goodies. For another streamer, I found rain on the internet. Now I need to bleach my eyes. Uh-oh. Rain is a really fun model. I enjoyed painting the one for Wasted Mind. Excited to take another stab at her. You have one of those? Tor Garradon? As actual Garradon, the rarest of them all. Yep. Yep. Everyone steals him for stuff. Alright, we've got to put this on the base, and then I've got to put that thing that I couldn't get earlier. Need to actually attach that, and then we're good for Jane's R. Easy peasy. First sprue down. Tor Garradon's a fun kit. I think all the characters so far have been fun. It's just hard going back to like Firstborn Marines at this point. All the Primaris stuff's fun. I have a Torgaradon I was going to make into a Wolf Lord at one point. He's here somewhere. I'm tempted to get him out now. Saw some cool conversions turn him into a Gravis Captain with a Fist Bolter. Yeah, there's a lot of those. I have chosen my profile picture carefully. Alright, how does this fit? Just make sure I got good placement. Oh, there we go. Alright. Oh, can I go right in the middle? Whoops. I said, can I go? There. Yeah, that looks good. Get some super glue. Don't worry, did not rule 34. There's a lot of chippy of Rains and a Rain with a goopy facial expression. Say monkey. Great. Yeah, there's kind of two different ways I can go, right? A rule 34 or that. Alright, let's get this on base. Try and get it nice and centered. Alright, there's that. And then we've got her blade. Just gotta get this hand lined up. Hey Jonathan, welcome in. How are you today? Thanks for coming over on the YouTubes. I appreciate it. We are finishing building Jane Czar right now. And then up next, we've got Malgan Ra. How are you? Still mad with these stupid internet rules existing. Alright, this is the angle I needed to attach it at. Now I can see what I'm doing. This doesn't quite fit into a slot. Come here. There we go. Okay, cool. Speaking of which, Tumblr is still sanitized. Tumblr allows nudity, I believe, now. I think they went back. I've never really used Tumblr, but I believe they went back to their roots. I like a conversion. I like a Rain and Gilliman in wedding clothes. Lion is the best man. Let's go. You have found the right person. You have found the right person for this project. Why doesn't it feel right? It lines up. Why doesn't it feel right? Okay, I'm gonna straight up do that after stream because I don't know what I'm missing. Okay, here's a Rain. I'm gonna leave this separate for painting because that helped with mine, so that's gonna remain separate. And then I'll get this goofy blade later because I don't know why I can't do it, and I don't want to goof it up, so we'll do it later. But there is Jane Czar. Yay! Welcome back, Tony. All right, one down. Next, Malgan Ra. Next. Let's get the strict censoring applied to Tumblr. I feel like you're not using Tumblr correctly. I don't even use Tumblr, but it sounds like maybe you're not using it correctly. I'm gonna hate myself for the suggestion. Have a Watcher in the Dark as the Ring Bearer or the Flower Girl. Adorable. We could do a whole thing. This will be my golden demon for next year. Is the our little wedding scene here. And before I get Nikki banned by accidentally discovering there is actually a nonsense word I made up, but instead actually internet code for insert vile and incomprehensible sin here. Wow. Wow. You're gonna get me canceled on YouTube before we even do anything on YouTube. Can't believe you. Can't believe you. Bill, hello. Bill. You join us with build number 2. We got Jane Czar in sub-assemblies. Malgan Ra is next. So he was also an easy build from what I remember when I built him on release. So let's knock it out. Let's go. Bill, what you up to today? What you got? That's a terrific idea. I'm glad people are on my side about this. You've come to the right place for this, yes. Yes. I'm surprised you thought it would go differently, considering we've talked about waifu wraps on tanks and... You're among your people here. Goofy, fine. Jinky, fine. Art that would make Slanesh blush. Again, I've never used Tumblr. I don't know if you can set like rules or exclude things from your feed. I don't know how that works. I like that despite it being an actual nonsense word, you still didn't read it out loud, just in case he's. I'm not letting you get me canceled. Just in case he's Will. I'm on to you. Just in case. I see you. This is what happens when you monologue in my chat. Can't be trusted now. Can't be trusted. Caught me monologuing. Crazy day at work yesterday, I'm sorry. It seems like a rough week across the board. Chat, make sure you take care of yourself this week. This is me saying out loud for myself as well. If you need to take a rest, take a rest. Tonight, I am determined to take video game time. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna play, I think, some more Final Fantasy tonight. Oh, Scott's got zooms. Okay, after Scott's stream. Play some Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy and my Street Fighter challenges. I'm gonna do it. It's like if I interact with many pages. It's a search engine where I apply my rules. That's fair. No one was monologuing in your chat. We're gonna see the YouTube thumbnail of Nikki anime crying face because we got her canceled. So many thumbnails to make. Oh gosh. Oh, YouTube. It's a goal of me and a friend of mine to collect all armies, with some models that are important centerpieces being painted by you. When we get to Imperial Guard, commission a paint blade with pinups of Greyfax. This is the way. This is the way. Pinup tanks. I would really love to do the the World War II pinup ladies on the sides of the planes. I think that would be a fun project. I think the freehanding would make it a pricey one, but I would love to do that. Do you need someone to punch their face in Street Fighter? I need to see what the challenges are. I'm trying to get the kudos for the fighter pass avian because I want all the stuff for Rashid because that's my boy that I learned in 5. He's coming out here soon. So he comes out on, I think it was the 24th, and the fighting pass is until the day before, and you can get some of his gear and stuff. So I've got part of it. I've got I think I got his pants, the backpack, and I think the eye thingy. But there's a few more things I want to get. So I need to see what I need to do for it. Badger, hello! Badger coming in saying, did y'all smash that like button yet? Chat, if you're enjoying the stream and you want to help me out. Smash that like button. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Badger. Bill says, I hopped in a D3 last night and found another item that boosted my main power. My previous piddly 1 million crits are now in the 80 million range. Jesus. What item did you get, Bill? I think Scott said something similar. I think it was a weapon that he got, where it was a similar crazy boost like that. Jesus. That is a badger, yep. I'll commission that, but it's on the side of a Helldrake. Where would it even go? I'd just be like, yeah, I painted her. She's under the trim. Take a look. She's just under all that trim. Could suggest an emote when you get there. What you got, Evian? Twerking Tyranid one eye. We're here to twerk all over the nights. My pleasure. Anything to keep the beef from boiling over. Badger's just scared. Badger's here, so I don't cause YouTube beef. I would like to state I smashed that like before it was popular. Thank you, Avian. Thank you, hipster Avian. I appreciate it. Ursula Creed pinup on a Lehman Russ. See? Do the full-on World War II pinup style. All the pinups. Bill says, I have a weapon that boosts seismic slam by about 500%. Some other items that boost it another 500% for the first 10 enemies it hits. I'll have to check the names. That's crazy. Yeah, no worries. I just didn't know like what type of item you'd picked up. That's nuts. Diablo 3, just another beast when it comes to like numbers and damage and all that. That's crazy. I know Scott's enjoying that too, for like a similar reason. It's like, I just want to be OP. So he goes to D3 and plays it. Badger, what you up to today? What you got going on? Which is more amusing, Gangster Nick or Gangster Badger? Gangster Badger. What art style should Imperial Tank Girls be in? I mean, we were talking World War II. I like that. You could go anime waifu too, though. Go where your heart takes you, you know? Do what feels right. Getting decision paralysis on drawing. Avian putting this idea to paper. I like it. I say go full World War II style. Primarch Lehman Russ pinup on the Lehman Russ. Just bring it back full circle. I dig it. Let's go, chat. We got a whole army figured out. When I get to Adepticon, but someone better have all this done. No pinups. Speaking of pinups, we do have a Sub Sunday unlocked. Exclamation vote. If you want to vote on Sub Sunday. This is kind of the last day to do so. So I can start to get projects prepped. Exclamation vote. Badger says, not much currently. Trying to locate someone to do logos and whatnot. Nice. Best of luck. I'm afraid I might have to find someone to do emotes here soon, and I don't want to have to start that search. Well, if you put a picture of a salamander on the salamander tank, yeah. Where is Critter Doodles? I know. I think Critter Doodles must be busy. We haven't seen him in a bit. But yeah, there is the vote if you want to vote. I think Kingdom Death was in the lead. So if you would like to see that, or if you'd like to see something else, make your vote known. It was close because there's so many options, so make sure you get it in. And then I will plan a day for that. If we're doing a long stream today, I probably can't do one this coming Sunday, but we'll get it on the calendar. Hey Snake, welcome in, how are ya? I'm about to paint my first mini. I don't have a lot of self-confidence, nervous and anxious. Any advice? 1, what mini do we have? Welcome in, welcome to the hobby. I think honestly the best advice I can give is just dive in. There's a little bit of understanding that your first is not going to turn out exactly how you want it. But by diving in and seeing what you don't know, what you need to work on, that can go a long way. So I would say don't expect it to be perfect. Just hop in and enjoy the process. That's honestly the best advice I can give for someone just starting and someone who's been in the hobby for a little bit. Hop in and learn as you go. If there's anything specific for building or painting, we're happy to help, so let me know. If you're looking at primers or colors or anything like that, happy to help. But yeah, best advice I can give is hop in. If you do, let me know. Okay, I will, Badger. I'm hoping my current person will take it because it's a smaller project, but I don't think he's doing as many commissions as he used to. Google's how to delete youtube.com. Don't do that. I need it. Don't do that. Doran's pinup would just be on the side of a fortress wall. He's just graffiti. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I got the Leviathan box. Oh, with a friend. So I got Space Marine and Nids. Okay, perfect. Welcome in. So those are easy to build kits. So with those, you'll have pegs in the... I'm going to try and find an example here. Fortunately, I don't have anything similar on this sprue. The other one had something similar. So if you can get those lined up. The other advice I can give you as you're building is, you'll see me, I'll always do a dry fit before I do glue. So make sure everything lines up nicely where you want it before you go to glue. Because the last thing you want is to get something, the glue setting, and then realize that you missed something. So that's the other advice I can give as you dive in here. Wait, are you talking about minis? Wait, what's going on, Live Madness? We are talking about minis. Did you know the stream is mostly about minis? Yeah, no worries, Badger. We'll figure it out. Together we will conquer the YouTubes. You know? Together we got this. Hey Mayrin, welcome in. How are ya? Anna Tereya Huggles, how are ya? What you up to today? We are doing a long stream with building. So, for two reasons. One, I have a lot of stuff I need to build. So, having company while we do that's really nice. Two, we are trying to get watch hours up to go for YouTube partner. So welcome in, everybody. If you don't mind hanging out, or if you need to head back to work, leave an alert, anything like that helps us out. I appreciate it. The stream is mostly about stream lore. Sometimes it is, yeah. The deep, deep stream lore. Me seeing non-Twitch names to know the legend of Abs Daddy Will. Who are you people? You're that much of a legend. Even YouTube has heard of you. That much of a legend. That would be amazing. I don't know, chat, would you want to see some Nikki Badger collabs here once Badger is back on interwebs? You want to see what trouble we can get ourselves into? I think it'd be fun. Oh, Terea says, I'm so proud of you. This is the fastest way to get watch hours if you don't have anything go viral. Thank you so much, Terea. I appreciate that. It's been scary coming over to YouTube more. So I really appreciate that. Thank you. It's been fun kind of learning the differences between YouTube and Twitch too. So like going live is a very different process than Twitch and kind of how they track different things. So it's been really interesting. The data analyst part of my brain, which is what I did here before streaming, is enjoying some of that. Is interesting. Riot, hello. Riot says Abs Daddy Will transcends time. I thought it was about pinups, getting Nikki canceled, and the consuming of patience. Same thing. Yeah, same thing. It all goes together. Scorch Panda, welcome in. How are ya? Oh, Badger says I'm crafting a suitable Twitter post regarding proper Nagash. Alright, well, collaboration over. We're done. Just kidding. Just kidding. Badger is just here for beef. On all sides. And Bringo Brr. Oh, that's right. Alright, let's get this on. Perfect. Nikki Badger, best stream team since Slam Badger or Slam Connie or Slam Nikki. I was gonna say, where did Slam Nikki go? Well, I thought we were pretty good. No, I think it'll be fun. Maximum beef. Alt channel. Got it. Anyone get some good Prime deals? Asked Bill. I followed Avian's lead and I got myself an SD card for my new little handheld. So that'll be here, I think, Friday. Anyone else get anything from Prime Day? Prime Days? Panda says, I'm alright. Having some rough times with work, but it is what it is. How's it going here? Assembling some space elves. We sure are. We built... Jane Czar is now in sub-assemblies, so we got her mostly together. For some reason, I can't get that blade to sit just right, so I'm going to do that after stream. Malkin Ra is up here next, so get him together. Some easy builds, which I appreciate. I was trying to remember if I wanted the backpack separate or not. I feel like when I did mine, I was kind of... I either left it separate and wish I hadn't, or the other way around, and I can't remember. So I'm trying to remember while I get this together. What's happening? Oh. Badger says, got a Samsung 990 Pro, which makes me happy. Congrats. Terry says, this is amazing. Be lurking hard for you. I'm so proud of you putting this effort in. YouTube is a great to set up revenue stream. Thank you so much, Terea. That means the world to me. Thank you so much. Thank you for lurking. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you, thank you. Most of the deals are scams. I picked up the SD card because I was going to get one anyway. So that was all that I really looked at, though. I don't know if there's anything worth looking at other than that. Everybody got some new toaster. Scorch Panda got Skyrim board game. Bill says I got a DM's guide, monster manual, and player's handbook for $160. Very nice. Stock on up. All right, let's try this again. Also got a nice vacuum. Oh, for the hobby desk area. I have one, or Scott has one that I steal, and that has been really helpful. Especially the other day when I had a bunch of... I was doing the basing for my Nids, and it was just sand everywhere. It was nice to be able to vacuum all that up. Sand's the worst. Regular says I adulted and got filters for the water dispenser on my fridge, which were on sale. I also bought a small turntable for doing 4-circle mini vids when I paint things. Those are nice. I like ours. Terry says, one last thing. For Prime Day, go look at the Samsung external solid-state storage units. I got a 2TB one. It's the size of like 1/3 of the playing cards. Just saying, those are pretty nice too, yeah. I feel like that's a good pickup. I feel like they're more common on the sales too, which is nice for like Black Friday or Prime Day. They asked how many minis are in the Skyrim board game. So many, I'm drowning in minis. Alright, there's that. Let's get... Gotta decide on this backpack here soon. Oh, Badger says, I purchased 2 of those on the last sale they did. Oh, especially for... Yeah, for videos and stuff. For them. Oh, 3D printing too. Every time Prime Day comes around, I think of the fictional holiday in Shipbreaker Credit Day, where rich people buy new spaceships and throw out the ones they got last year. If I were doing a lot of video, I'd invest in a decent NAS unit. Don't trust your stuff to a single disc. Scorch Bandit says, the base Skyrim game doesn't have a ton, but I did get the minis expansion for Skyrim, which has so many. True to its name, then, it sounds like. If you're going to be a mini expansion, it's got to have minis. Exalted says, I got a new blender, mine broke, and a soda stream machine to make my own drinks. Gonna be making energy drinks in the bathtub. Those soda streams seem really nice. I don't think I would use it enough to, like, warrant the purchase for us, but they do seem really nice. I said that about the air fryer too, though, and I use the air fryer all the time now, so who knows? I like the Prime Day memes in Discord yesterday. They were pretty good. We streaming soda now? Yes, we're streaming to YouTube, and then we're gonna stream some soda. Yep. Welcome back, Scott. Jane Czar is now in sub-assemblies, and we're working on Malgan Raw. That's my update. After this, we're gonna work on some Tyranids for anyone coming in. I've got my Barb Gaunts I want to get together, because they're cool. And we're basically down to all the little dudes now, so. Psychophage is getting base coats. We'll have him to paint at some point. I want to get my Carnifexes out because they were really good in our game last night. So I'll get them out. I think even though when I magnetize, I'm just going to glue arms on because it's just really sad looking. I magnetized my Carnifex when we like first started magnetizing things, and his little arms are so droopy. It's so sad looking. My buddy built his own carbonator with a CO2 tank, some regulator. We carbonate everything to test it out. OJ was interesting. I could see that. Just carbonate all the things. I once tried to carbonate vodka in a soda stream. It was not great. There you go, Exalted. Take notes. Don't do vodka. We'll see what combinations Exalted comes up with. Yeah, I wouldn't want to carbonate pulpy orange juice. Granted, I don't like pulp to begin with. But trying to carbonate that sounds awful. That sounds awful. Here's our fun food question for the day, chat. Pulp or no pulp? Orange juice. Go. Carbonated coffee is not good? I wouldn't imagine so. No. I wouldn't think so. It was low pulp, but not no pulp. Alright. Did I miss a little bit on here? I feel like that should fit in by. Max pulp, no OJ pulp. You guys like to chew your juice? You want me to chew my orange juice? You know what? You can have all of mine, chat. Absolutely no. And Scott says Fanta is my favorite orange juice brand. No pulp. No pulp, no juice. Pulping instigator. I have to know. I have to know who's in my chat. Well, you can have all of mine. Okay, now it fits. Admittedly, it was only bubbly coffee because I poured beer into it. Well, wait, hold on. What beer did you pull in? Did you pour in like a, like if you did like a porter or a stout, I could see it. Then I could see it. Like a medium amount of pulp, enough to make it not just have a water mouthfeel. Alright. Alright, you've all been judged. No, I'm just kidding. If you want to go chew your juice, feel free. Carbonate and nitro Guinness, see what happens. Just things explode. Scourge Panda says, best article title I've read in a very long time. Baldur's Gate 3 leaps up the Steam charts after Bear's sex reveal. Have you guys watched the video of it? It's great. It's great. DND. The fact that it was during a developer panel is my favorite thing. It's the best. LOL, what? During a developer panel, they were trying to show some of the dialogue options. And yeah, they had a druid go bear form for sexy time. It's something, just be warned. It's great. It's so good. I guess a not safe for work warning on it, obviously. Sounds like more people hopping in for more of that action. Was so good. They tried to blame chat for it, yeah. So they had like the dialogue options at the bottom of the screen, and they're like, "Well, they want that option. What are we gonna do?" It was so good. Game of the year material right there. I was thinking about that yesterday. There are so many good games this year. It's gonna be a very difficult decision. We got Baldur's Gate. We got Starfield coming. Zelda's not my jam, but I know it'll be up there. Honestly, I feel like Street Fighter should be in there. Just for the pure fact that, like, there's a whole, like, RPG you can play in it. In addition to the regular, like, Street Fighter stuff. I think Street Fighter should be up there. But yeah, there's so many, I mean, Final Fantasy will be in there. Like, there's so many good games this year. Baldur's Gate 3 is going to be so long. Expecting 75 hours just for the main story is crazy. Yeah, it's going to be nuts. Where does this attach? Oh, in front of the gem. That's where I'm having a hard time. Okay. There we go. Okay. I was trying to attach it to the side. That's not going to work. And I played through the beta, took like 13 hours, and that was only Act 1, and I missed so much, I bet. Yeah. I need to decide what type of character I want to make for that. I played like a tiny bit when the beta first came out, and that's all I've played for Baldur's Gate. I just decided to wait till launch. But yeah, so many good games. Chat, what would be your game of the year? I'm going to say with what's released so far. What would be your game of the year? I know there's a lot coming that are also going to be very good. There are going to be any indie darlings this year. They always seem to come out of nowhere during Game of the Year time. I'm thinking. Chat, what are some of the indie games you'd throw in there? One that I probably should have picked up during the Steam sale that's getting a lot of love is that Dave the Diver. I kind of wish I picked it up. But I figured it wasn't a huge discount, so I'd get it later. Hey NetJam, welcome in. This is Malkin Raw, and I already squished his box, but this boy right here. How are you today? Welcome in. Street Fighter 6 being really good and polished still shocks the jaded me. Yeah, the fact that I can run around as my Blanca-chan outfit and do World Tour and everything with the Battle Hub and all of the, like, I guess the more standard Street Fighter stuff. Like, that game's something special. That's pretty cool. I don't think it's going to get the love, obviously, because it's a little more niche than some of the others, but it's really cool and it's up there for me. You're just gonna block out the last 30 minutes of what I've heard. That's okay. You can play through it yourself when Baldur's Gate 3 releases. Was Xenoblade 3 this year or last? I am not sure, actually. Xenoblade players. Skyrim or GTA 5. Goodness. Send them out again. It was last year, okay. Speaking of Starfield, looks like AMD is doing a deal where you get a copy of the game if you buy one of the GPUs or CPUs. Starfield gonna be everywhere. Yep. Your girl did apply for a key, so fingers crossed. If we get a Starfield key, we'll be streaming that. Would be fun. At least do the opening bits together. don't think I've played anything new this year. Waiting for that star thingy-mabobble. Yep. The thingy-mabobble indeed. That's good because I need a new CPU just to play it. Upgrade time. Oh, I picked up Halls of Torment that you mentioned. I can see why people get addicted to those kinds of games. That and Vampire Survivor is the one that I got really hooked on. And now that I have a handheld, I think I'm going to go back to it and play some more. It's so good. Halls of Torment, like, I haven't started it yet, but I think I'm going to save it for a stream. But it looks like a lot of fun, too. Kind of a similar loop and, like, unlocking of characters. I'm pretty excited. You also let me know what you think when you, like, how much have you played of it, Exalted? Starfield is the one. The thingamabobble, yep. But yeah, if we get a code, we'll do that on stream. It'll be fun. Finished assembling my Orc Combat Patrol last night. Gotta prime it and do some quick paintings on them all nice. Glad you're moving right along on that Combat Patrol, Panda. Very nice. Alright, next up we've got... Did I get everything here? Arm, gun, hood, yes. Okay. Next, shoulder. 11. I played some at lunch. About to play some more in about 20 minutes when I clock off work. Nice. Enjoy. Yeah, that kind of gameplay loop is super satisfying. Did anyone else pick up anything good on the Steam sale? Does that end today? I think it ends today. Gollum should win Game of the Year, if only for the fact that it was so historically bad that they like decided to just pack it in. Oh, all the clips I've seen of that game. Poor Data, like, I feel bad. I feel awful, but... Poor Gollum. I got hyper-focused. I keep mind work off shit. That's fair. I do the same. Glad you had a good thing to work on during it. I think Redfall will beat out Gollum for Game of the Year. Oh. Yeah, I feel bad. No one wants that to be like their game that they ship, but it's a shame. It's a shame. So I hope my Ryzen 5 2600 and GTX 3060 don't just melt when I boot up Starfield. When I was looking at, because I'd like to do some PC upgrades, because we got our PCs right before the 30 series came out. And I need to figure out what I want to get and start saving for. It'll be a while before I can get anything, but at least want to know how much it is. Look back through the resets from this year. I forgot, like 95% even came out. Yeah, I feel like I would need a list of some of them. Repray, hello, how are ya? I got is it Per Aspera? Decided to light Mars on fire with a pure oxygen atmosphere? Okay. That's what Riot's doing with the Steam sale. I respect it. Redfall and Gollum are shining examples, so I don't pre-order anything when it comes to video games. Unless I want to play it, like, immediately. I don't tend to either. Like, sometimes I want the preload. I already know the developer and everything, but I don't tend to either. Anthem, Diablo 4. I enjoyed my time with Diablo 4. I just don't know how much more time I will put into it, if that makes sense. The main story and everything was really fun. I'm glad that I did it. Will I keep grinding it? Probably not. Brian says, I didn't mean to. Turns out balancing an atmosphere is hard. Imagine. Imagine that being hard. I didn't mean to. And it says, I messed up with mine twice. Got it just before the 20 series GPU. Upgraded my 1080 to 3060 just before the big price crash. Hiring cards for less than what I'd paid for the 3060. Gosh. That's annoying. That's frustrating. I hate the timing on things sometimes. It's rough. Alright, and then we got another skull. Because of course we do. Goes right here. That all lined up. And then I think I'm going to leave the backpack separate for this boy. We'll try it. I feel like I fully assembled my last one. I don't remember. We'll leave it separate just in case he's... Now again, raw. We're getting there, wasted mine. Coming along. Thank you again for the easy builds. Alright. There's skull, and then yeah, we'll do the backpack separate. We'll get his tactical rocks on here. And then he'll be ready. We're cruising right along, chat. What time is it? Oh. We're not cruising as fast as I thought, but we're still cruising. We're still gonna get a lot done. You say that. I know. The resin may be a different story. But today, I appreciate the easy plastic builds. I will do the resin off stream just because they're a little rougher on me. But there's another dead sprue. We did it. I was looking at the 4070 for my upgrade. It's only like $850 on sale. Yeah. I think, maybe where Christmas money goes, you know? PC upgrades. Sounds nice. We're doing a gentle cruise instead of a speedboat. Yeah. Nice, gentle cruise. It is getting done, which is the important part. It's getting done. We're doing the YouTubes. We're doing all the things, chat. Doing the things. Let's see, what else? Let's try and think back to our game last night again. I think the Carnifexes was the biggest change I made to my list. I don't have anything else I can like report back on. I took Gaunts and a Turvagon, but where they ended up, it wasn't really, I didn't get a good feel for them. It really wasn't a good matchup for them. So I will save the little Gaunts and the little Turvagon for another game before I make a decision on them. So it was, here's my list. Let's talk some Warhams. I'll show you my list. After I clear out all these silly notifications. Okay, skip. Battleforge. Tabletop sim. Okay, here's my list. I had Old One-Eye, Turvagon, Swarmlord. The Swarmlord did okay. I think again, he went up against an Armiger. He did okay. I took 10 Termagants, the Carnifex I went with Old One-Eye, and then the Tyrannifex that for some reason I could not hit with. Well, I did hit, and then there were shields. So against the Knights, he did not do as much as I thought he might, but that was my list for tabletop. Turvagon's the Mama Nid, yeah. So she buffs the little Turvagons when she is near them. Was it good? So apparently my tabletop sim is goofed up because I could not read like the index cards and things, but apparently they look fine on Scott's end. So I don't know what's wrong with my tabletop sim. Everything was a little hard to read, which frustrated me a little bit, but we'll see if I can get it to match Scott's before I give a full report back. Measuring everything was great. My dice tray was messed up, so I couldn't actually select the dice that I needed to use. I think if everything was working, it would be really nice, but mine was busted for some reason. And I don't know why. I don't know if I need to like reinstall or what. Once everything's working, and for me, if I have like the index cards or my codex in front of me, then I'll feel better about it, yeah. I need to purchase Tabletop Sim. Yeah, I think it's on sale right now. It's usually on sale with the Steam sales. But yeah, if anyone's wondering what I'm talking about, there are mods for 10th Ed where you can play in Tabletop Sim. So they have the index cards, they have all the models, they have some maps you can put out. All the mission cards are in there. It's really neat. I think once we get the hang of it, it'll be really nice. But it's a little janky at first. Yeah, Scott's range is fine. So the dice was working. He could read the cards easier than I could. I don't know what was happening with mine. Once I can get that fixed, though, I think it'll be fun to do some YouTubing with. Greenleaf, welcome in. How are ya? Ah, it is indeed. There you go, Badger. Badger, then we could play. I got all the what's it gizmos from Scott linked, and the only thing I didn't understand was creating the army. The army is a little interesting. You basically have to throw them into a game and save them as objects. And I almost want to put a video together to like show people in case they want to do this. More YouTube content. But yeah, you basically have to save each of the models as an object, and then you can pull them into your game. So that part is a little weird. I'm just gonna make sure this looks okay. We're not gonna glue it, but then once you've got that, you're kind of set. Okay, looks good. I'm gonna leave it separate for painting. So let's just get his tactical rock down. Scorch Panda asks, I know it's a long shot. Does anyone have both a Squigoth and a Gargantuan Squigoth? I want to know the size difference. Anyone in here? I feel like avian, maybe? We're gonna hop on a call sometime too. I can show you until Nikki gets a video together. Yeah, it's goofy, but it's not hard. It's just a little weird. And it's just like the restraints of the tabletop sim software, I think. They had to do it a certain way. But yeah, it's just kind of goofy. Once they're all saved though, then you're good. Like if you're just doing, like I've just got Tyranids set up so far. So once they're all saved, then I can put them in different lists. Alright. Let's get this glued down. And then it's Tyranid time. What the heck, chat? Are we actually going to get to everything today? Are we going to do this? What the heck? Make sure that still looks good. Without getting glue all over him. Yep, okay. Oh. Scooch it just a tiny bit. There we go. Okay. Let that dry. Alright, chat. There's Malkin Ra. I'm gonna leave the backpack separate, but he is good to go. He's all assembled up. Alright, Wasted Mind, you're done. That's all. All for now. Get them all primed and ready to roll. Which means Barb Gaunt time. I haven't even looked at the instructions yet. Let's take a look at the Barb Gaunts. Oh, I flipped right to them. Okay, so this will be our next project. I am cast aside. Cast aside until time to paint. So for anyone who has not seen my bugs, we have already built way back here. Okay, that's Marines, gross. We already have our prime. We have the Neurotyrant. The Neurotyrant I posted on my socials today, so if you guys want to check that out, !socials should get you there. Hey Moradin, welcome in. How are you today? You just built and primed yours? What did you think? How was the build? What am I getting myself into? We did the Screamer Killer. We did the Leapers. The Termagants I'm gonna skip because I have a million billion of the old ones. I should get the new Ripper Swarms together, but apparently they're not great, so I might just wait. The Neurogants we'll skip for right now. We'll come back because there's just more of them. So let's work on the Barbgants. I misheard primed as brined. Wow, I guess Eldar players do get a lot of tears from their opponents. Just brining them. Alright, let me get the sprue for these. Alright, we have Bagel bases. And then... I believe it's the sprue right here is what we need. So this is all Termagants. Termagant, Termagant, Termagant. Termagant, yep. Okay, the rest is Termagants. Sadie's here to help us. It was pretty okay, I think. I'm a big fan of the push fit. I did have to super glue the cannons out. Okay, cool. Good to know. So far, I have gone ahead and clipped all the pegs anyway, so it sounds like I'll just keep doing that. It's for a better fitment. Alright. Don't need the little... Sir. They feel so tiny. The little neuro ones. Actually, I'm curious. Okay, there's Termagant. Yeah, they are quite a bit smaller. Interesting. Can I order the slam brine? Silly YouTube UI. When I select the troll, I didn't mean put the trolley. You just trolleying me today? Wasted my time. Oh, we just have our own lingo now. Our new YouTube language. Just trolleying along. Alright, there's one and then two. Are these on 40? There are 40 mils. Okay. Have you been playing any games, Morden, with the new stuff? Apparently the bus was replaced with a trolley. There we go. The lore continues. I thought it was you getting on the bus to go get the slam tears. Wasting mine here. Rolling out. Gotta go get him. Is anyone else doing some hobby today? What have we got, chat? Or maybe after work? I know this is lurk and work time for a lot of people, but anyone got some hobby? I guess my other hobby will be whatever wins the sub Sunday. If you guys have not voted, exclamation vote. Kingdom Death was in the lead last I saw, but that was before stream. I don't know what's in the lead now. Whatever you would like to see in a long stream, make sure you get your vote in. It probably won't be this Sunday just because we're doing a long stream today. I gotta space them out a bit here. But we'll get it on the old calendar. Working today, gonna prime the next Votan when I get home. Then gym, working on the I'm Here champion after that. Nice. I'm assuming this is just sprue I need to clip, but it looks weird. I don't play 40k, unfortunately. The game takes too long for me. That's fair. I love the Tyranids. Oh, and D&D, though. They're currently in the Underdark. Perfect. Perfect. We'll walk them on in. I am in a couple D&D campaigns right now. So I am playing in Curse of Strahd. So I have a rogue, an arcane trickster rogue that I'm playing in that. And then we are doing it's Odyssey of the Dragon Lords, which is from Modifius is the publisher. I don't remember the actual developer. But it is 5th ed. Greek themed. And I have a bard. We're level 18 now? So getting all kinds of crazy stuff. That's right, it's only me. Only me. So that's my D&D I've got right now. The one where the Greek one we've been doing for over a year now, which is pretty crazy. Strahd's a bit newer. We're not as far in that. I think I'm level 5 with my rogue. I see. Alright, so this cuts into there. We're gonna go ahead and clip this peg. Keep looking over at my war boss in mega armor. I think I'll just prime black, dry brush silver, green for the skin that's showing, pick out small details, knock him out tonight. Yeah, that shouldn't be too bad. I know you said you'll probably just go to watch the event, but I don't know if you do that across the board, you may be able to play. Since you've got them, I figured the built would be the rough spot. You may be able to. Sadie may need to go out, so I may need to take a quick break here, chat. Sorry. The doggy needs out. Let me get this glued. You guys hear her growling at me. I know. Hold on. 1 second. 1 second. Okay. Let me take a quick be right back to let Sadie out. And then we'll be back and paint some more bugs. Or build some more bugs. I will be right back. I get Sadie out there, and she's like, what are we doing out here? Okay, she's probably going to try and play behind me. If she starts barking, we'll have to mute, but that's okay. Level 18. Oh, we're level 12. Thanks for streaming. You usually catch it live, but I like watching it when I paint. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for coming to join us today. Will says, I fell asleep for 5 minutes. Apparently the Kill Team Essentials box goes no longer available online. What's in the Essentials box, Will? Is that one of the, like, smaller kits? What all is in that? got, let's see, other foot. Yeah. J4. Yes. Rules and tokens. Oh, okay. Measuring tool, some terrain. Surely Kill Team cannot go the way of Aeronautica. I wouldn't think so. They've put a lot of, I feel like they've been putting a lot into Kill Team. Oh, and the barriers, yeah. They might just rebox it. It could, since they have, like, seasons or whatever. Maybe, yeah, maybe it just gets replaced with a new one. I don't know. I don't have any, like, Kill Team rumors or anything. I don't play Kill Team myself, so I don't keep up with it as much. I think a rebox could make sense, yeah. Just with whatever the new kit is. Pretty sure it's all in the Gallowfall style boxes. People might have spares floating around. I think reboxing with new season makes sense. So whatever the next like setting is, because they're done with Gallowfall, right? Like that kind of season has ended. I could see them moving it to whatever's next, kind of like they do with Underworlds and things, where it just gets put in with the new stuff. The theme of everything changes. Maybe they finally realized that measuring distances with shapes was dumb. It's an interesting choice. I don't know the pros or cons to either. Where's it supposed to go? I feel like these go here. No. What are you pointing? Oh, I see. It's buried in there. Okay. That's way in there. Alright, that push to fit is nice. Just because it's so much further into the piece. That one fits nicely. Dang, do I leave that separate though? That was really hard to paint while it's on him. Yeah, we're not gonna glue that. We're just gonna leave it for now. If his little leg can come, yeah, we'll glue the leg, but we're gonna keep the cannon itself different. Oh no, wait, Spice is crap. I forgot the second episode of... Oh, it's out this morning? I have a meeting in 20 minutes? I was waiting to Saturday like a noob. I will also have to watch it later. I never know what the schedule is when the new anime season starts. It's just kind of... I feel like it's always just hopping down with Crunchyroll and be like, oh, this is new. This is here now. So I thought Jujutsu Kaisen was Thursday. Okay, Wednesday mornings. But I guess I should double check that too. And then Bleach. That means I have to get up early on Wednesdays before stream and watch my Bleach. Alright, let's get this leg on. I'm glad these are a nice, easy build today, too. Alright, that looks good. We'll do a little bit of glue for the leg. This one stays in there. And then we'll leave that separate for painting. And let's find some 40s. Oh, it's Hulu. Okay, I don't know if Crunchy's different. Okay, I've still got Hulu for it, so perfect. So a 5, 4. More coffee? More coffee. Cheers, Squash Panda. More coffee. Enjoy. On to base for a little Barbgaunt. Please on to base. There. Yay! There's one cutie. Next. Let's see, 5 and 6. Anyone else watching anything good? Any other anime, other shows? Any movies? Let's go ahead and just get everything out. So 7 for his cannon. And then looks like 8 for the foot. Let's see. For the Seraphon, when we get to them, we've got warriors I need to build. We have another Star Master, which I will probably do off stream because I remember he was a bit of a puzzle to get all together. And then a Troglodyte. I'm trying to think what would be the easiest to have on here. I feel like just knocking out the warriors is probably the thing to do, just so we can start them. But it's not the most exciting thing to build. But that's the point of the stream, right? It's some company when we get that knocked out. We're gonna do the warriors with clubs when we do get to them. The Troglodyte I'm kind of excited for because we're gonna do the more like off-white, kind of ash color for the skin, and then the darker color as the like striping. So we're gonna go pretty close to the lore coloring for this one for the commission. The Seraphon are for Lore Master of Sotek, who's I believe also on YouTube and Twitch. So if you guys are familiar with Lore Master, this will be for him. Cool to work on something for another Twitch streamer. I guess, does anyone have any hobby questions? This would be a good time for working on anything. Questions for models, paints. Oh, Sadie heard something. We're growling. Carbine, welcome in. How are you today? Welcome to the Build-a-thon. We have built 3 models so far. 2 characters and 1 of our barb gaunts. How are you? Let's see, other Nids I need to take for my games that I've not gotten to try out yet. I want to throw the Trigon into a list. I don't think he's super great this edition, but I need to try it. I want to get a list where the Neuro Tyrant has more stuff to do. I think I only have 2 Tyrant guard though, so gotta keep him protected. So I'll have to see if that will even work with what I've got. I do want to get the Barb Gaunts into a list, see how they do. They are a blast weapon, so it kind of depends on what I'm fighting, honestly. Exocrine I took, it did okay. The Psychophage I didn't get to use much in our first game, so I'd like to take that again and get an actual try with it. So either at the actual tabletop or on Tabletop Sim. I think I'll throw those into my next list. Try them out. I haven't tried the Flyers either, but I don't think they're super great. I don't think they've been great since they've been out. But I do have, I think, both the Harpy and the Crone. So. I'm well, just working, wishing I was collecting Tyranids again. But you know, too many armies, too little money. I do know that, yup. Well, welcome on in. I will, I'll Tyranid a little extra harder for you as well. How about that? That is the tough part, I think, with Warhammer, Because wanting to try something new means an investment. It means an investment. Time and money. I still keep going back to, like, if I picked up a new combat patrol, what would I get? It's still kind of tempting to me. As like a little project. If the events for the combat patrols go well, maybe. Alright, this is the cannon again. Again, we won't glue this, we'll just get it set for now. It's gonna be a lot easier to paint when it's not on the bug. And little leg. I'm trying to think. The other thing I've never taken is the Tyrannocyte, which is like the Tyrannid like drop pod thing. That's really gross looking. I've got that, and I've got a Haruspex I've never taken, which is the one with the big gribbly mouth. I know I've got him in pieces right now in my Tyrannid, my tub o' Tyrannids. So he'd have to actually finish building him to be able to take him, but I think I got some of the airbrushing done, but not all of it. So picking him back up where whatever stage he's at right now. If I pick up a new combat patrol today, it would probably still be Drukhari. I could use all the units in there. Well, Scott with the reminder, thank you. If you guys are enjoying the stream, if you don't mind giving me a like, I appreciate it. Helps me out. Guard the Tyrant, the Narrow Gaunts. They're cheap. Blood of Runes. I think, yeah. Bubble wrap them. Especially because I don't think I have enough of the guard to make it worth it. Sorry, it's confused me. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's probably a better option. My goodness. Maybe we should build those today then. I don't know. I need to be good and build the lizards, but maybe I should move them up a little sooner than I was thinking. I didn't realize how much smaller they were until we were looking at the sprues earlier. Especially compared to the, obviously these are on a 40, so they're much bigger, but yeah, maybe that's the plan. Just take all the little cheapies. These pegs are a little tougher. Alright, good enough. It's gonna come off for basing anyway, so it's whatever. Alright, 9, 10, 11, 12. Next. These are an even easier build than our Eldar. I love it. Why can't they all be this easy, chat? There's 10. Where's cannon? 11. And 12. I've got Greyfax leading a 10-man brick of heavy intercessors for the weekend. Perfect. I was wondering what she was going to go with. I meant to look her up in the app the other day and I forgot. Okay, heavy intercessors then. I'm so glad we were able to get those all added in for the list. This waitlist system's going to be really good, I think. I feel much better on it. 12 Blade Guard and Eradicators. Pretty much using everything you rushed out good. I'm glad that they are... I'm glad they're ready and able to be added in. Argilla was talking about Eradicators doing well, so... will be cool to see how yours do. Hey, Univers, welcome in. It's going well. What you up to? We are building our little barb gaunts now. So I've got 2 of them. They're a really easy build. So just kind of cruising through them. What you got today? Want to get these added in. Give them a try. Because they're able to be bodyguarded. Oh, by any Imperium battle line. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to look her up later. See what all she gives. Because I'm assuming that's buffs and everything too. Okay, there's that. Gives a little body. Do you want to say thank you again to everyone coming out for YouTube Day? I appreciate it. Keep me company while we build. Huge thank you to everyone who's been watching the VODs. The watch hours have been going up, so thank you. We are now a third of the way to be able to apply for the emotes, memberships, all that good stuff. And streams like this help. So if you guys don't mind hanging out, giving a lurk, these streams are a great way to do it. So thank you everyone for coming by. I know it's very different from Twitch. If you'd like to follow me on Twitch, the bot has some links there. My Twitch is that last link. You can also see some of the other stuff we're working on. So today I posted my Neurotyrant, if you'd like to see it. I think the Screamer Killer is tomorrow. Which is funny, because I have to get around the TikTok algorithm, so I've got to basically censor the word killer. I was trying to get all that together last night. So when you see that, that is why. So I have to get around the old algorithm. A lot of Warhammer units, not so good for the TikTok algorithm. Yeah, the Screamer Unaliver, exactly. I think I just put an exclamation point, but that's exactly what I have to do. It's so silly. Maybe I go back and do that for the memes. It's funnier than the exclamation point. A Screamer happy hug friend, yeah. This is reminding me of like the Mortal Kombat. It's like friendship. There's no fatalities here. Nothing but friendship. And Screamer Unaliver. So he'll go up tomorrow. And then I want to get the salamanders up too. I get some recordings of them. I think that's about it for me, chat. Sorry, I'm boring. Middle of the week, I don't have as much going on. The tabletop sim was... I'm glad we got that in. If I can get it fixed so that it looks like Scott's, I am excited to put some more time into it, but last night was frustrating. I just want to read my stuff. Once that's fixed, though, I'll feel better about it. Alright. Cannon on. Again, not gluing that. I'll come back to it. Sadie is here to be annoying again. Heading home, thank goodness. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Because Sadie wants to play, and I can't play right now. Screamer Carnifex, I could do that, yeah. I think I'll do Screamer Unaliver for the lulz. For the memes. Yeah, drive home. Or drive home. Drive safe. Oh. Sadie is not digging the longer stream here. Just gonna have to deal. Gonna have to deal. Alright, there's that. And there is Barb Gaunt number 3. Done. Easy. Hi, Sadie. Can you wait until Scott gets home? Looking good, thank you, Science Pie. They're coming along really quickly, which is nice. Because we have a lot to build. I'm gonna go ahead and shave this one down. I'm gonna have to take a Sadie break here for a minute. Maybe she'll show you her hamburger again. Or maybe the dragon. You guys want to see her dragon? Silly puppy dog does not understand stream schedule. Alright. Let's try and see how she gets. A dragon? She's got a whole dragon. Yeah. See? She's very excited about it. Oh. You're gonna have to wait. I'm sorry. Alright, 13. 14. Sadie's nagging me. Yeah, she's right here at my feet, growling at me. I mean, if you guys are okay with puppy break, we can take a puppy break. My roommate's dog decapitated a unicorn last night. I don't know. I thought Sadie having a dragon was pretty cool. Decapitating a unicorn may be up there. Oh no. Alright, hold on. Let's take small puppy break. There is puppy. Sadie, where's your dragon? Go get your toy for chat if you're gonna be here. You're very cute. Yes. Go get your dragon. Stop eating stuff. How long does it take Scott to get home from work? Oh, we got like half an hour to kill. Yeah. Takes a bit, doesn't it? Yeah. Maybe also find out where I am on the commission list. Not right now as you're busy, but yeah, we can definitely do that. I think I've got one character ahead of you. The hard part is it's been a lot of armies and bigger projects. So I'm trying to keep a character kind of queue going too, and I think I've got one ahead of you. When I looked yesterday. Okay. Go get your dragon. Don't bark it. Go get your dragon. See, chat? This is what I deal with. This is what I deal with. Alright, this isn't gonna work. Back to building. Pupper break is acceptable. It would be if she would get her toy. Right now she's just screaming at me. It would be. If she would get with the program here. But there is Sadie Butt. She is little floof. She's very cute and very impatient. But she's gonna have to wait. Who knows? Maybe that's our big break on YouTube. Sadie Cam. The nice thing about the Orc Combat Patrol is all push fit. Very easy and fast to assemble. Only thing that wasn't push fit. Oh, is the Death Dread. That's good to know. Mum, please. Sadie time. I know. She's gonna have to wait. I know. This is what I was afraid of with the long stream chat. This is what I was afraid of. She may just have to get banished until Scott gets home. I just don't know if that makes it better or worse. I don't know if that would make her bark more. I've assembled a Death Dread before, so it wasn't too hard. That's good. It's pretty crazy how much that helps if you've already built or painted something before. Okay, she may need out. I'm gonna take a real quick be right back. I'll be right back, chat. No, it can't be that simple. She now has her dragon in here with me, though, so maybe that'll help. We'll just take Sadie aggro until Scott gets home. All the Sadie aggro. Son of Horse says, how are you equipping your Death Dread, and why did you choose all saws? Death Dreads are fun. I love things like that for the orcs. They're just fun. Kind of like I'm glad the Death Coptas are back. The first one is all saws, because I thought it looked dope. Rip and tear. The one last night was 3 saws and a rocket launcher as per the Combat Patrol loadout. Gotcha. Oh, that's right. Gotta do the certain loadout. Rip and tear until it is done. I have 4 that are all kill saws. They're all named Kill Saw Kyle. I mean, we can get some more names in there. Kill Saw, like Cletus. I don't know. I feel like there's some names you can go with. Can't all be Kyle. Can't all be Kyle. I seriously need to decide what's happening with my orcs at some point. The other 35 armies I own. It's been kind of interesting here because we've been like downsizing a bit, and I'm trying to not buy anything new. So like Scott's been selling, he sold his Dark Angels, so most of those are now gone. Selling the Custodes. I think that means I get room to spread my armies out a bit and see what I want to do. I think some of my like really old Nids, I'm just gonna pitch because they're like second and third hand at this point. Like they're such hand-me-downs because I got them from like mini swap and stuff. So like the stuff I'm not going to use, just get it out of here. It's been really nice just cleaning up and getting things out of here that we're not going to get to or use anymore. Mom, please, I need dry. I think she's got it. Yeah. Now she's like nomming on it. That seems to have abated her for now. Killsaw Kenny, Cletus, Kramer. So I still need to sell my Astra Militarum and those Nids I have. Probably need to lower the price on the Nids. I need to find the like mission deck and things that came with Leviathan. Because we didn't get the box, we don't have any of that, and I kind of want it. I should probably get on eBay and see if I can find it. If anyone has extra stuff from Leviathan, I will happily pay for it. Let me know. Just so we have like the missions and stuff. Right now my rule is if I want to get, want to get the paint on, oh my gosh, then they stay. Even if they're so far down the list, that may never happen. But if I don't want to paint them, then they go. That's a good way to do it. I think that's a good kind of measure and way to see what to do with them. I know you wanted the book and cards. Oh, I figured you needed those. So I didn't even ask. Eventually, yeah. The cards would be good for us to have. If anyone has extras, let me know. I can take them off your hands. Oh, you have extras. If you don't mind. Yeah, let me know what you want for them. We have, Scott did pick up the book, but the cards we don't have. Because I don't think those are available separate. Hey Scott, you sold stuff. Mine spreads. Yeah, he's kind of down. It's like the Firstborn stuff is now left for him. All the Primaris sold pretty quickly. So now he's got some Deathwing and some Ravenwing that aren't as painted. They'd probably need some new paint and stuff on them, but that's kind of what he's got left. And then the Custodes may have a new home, so that's exciting. Heard an unverified report that the non-Leviathan mission deck had a misprint on the back of some of the cards that could lead to a marked deck. I did hear something about that, yeah. need to figure out getting my mission cards swapped out. GDF, you gave me... Oh, you got one of them. Yeah, if you don't mind, Menace, we'll use them. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. That was what we kind of realized with Tabletop Sim last night, too. It's like, oh, wait. If I want stuff in front of me, I don't have these cards. I will give them good home. Why won't your leg go on? What angle am I missing? Here we go. Urgh. I like the open war pack they sold for a bit. I just... If the cards would just be correct, I would buy so many cards. Like, I am the person that likes stuff like that. But... they've goofed him up too many times. Sorry, she's going nuts. They've goofed him up too many times for me to feel good spending money on them. You know? Let's see. Where do your little feet fit? How do I have to turn this? Why do none of these make sense? Like this? Oh, there we go. I see now. What's on the misprinted mission cards? Yeah, I believe it's something on the back of the card, like Son of Horse mentioned in chat. So that, like, you can kind of rig the deck. I don't remember the specifics, but I do remember seeing people talking about it. Alright, we have one more Barb Gaunt. And then I think it's Seraphon time for a bit. As much as it's tempting to get the little Neurogaunts out for my Tyrant, I think it's Seraphon time. One of the mission rules is printed with the mission objective back or something. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think some of the stores were even saying that they weren't going to carry some things because of the misprint. Because you have to deal with all the refunds and everything too. Alright, there's that. And look at that, another dead sprite. We're doing it. Poor Sadie. We did it. Oh, there's a second misprint, but I don't know what that one was. Throwing a temper tantrum. Alright, and then... Yep, there it is. Let's see it first. You can have it for $11.45. Since I owe you for shipping, I'll cover the card shipping to you. Sorry. I keep forgetting to send it. Because it wasn't anything crazy, so I don't think about it. I'll cover shipping the card to you? Okay. Thank you, Alive Manas. I appreciate it. Since everything was good to go for small shipment, I wasn't worried about it. My mission rules have proper backs. Good. Glad to hear it. You don't have one of the goofy ones, then. So wait, were these things printed at different times then? Like, are there different batches of them? That's what I'm hearing. It would be weird to PayPal you $11.45. It would be. It would be. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Get some of my sanity back here while I'm playing on Tabletop Sim. Sadie has finally laid down, but facing away from me. Looks like she's pouting. Oop. gonna mute. Banished. I heard the truck out front and I knew it was coming. She can stay out there till Scott gets home. At least it's not the Gambit or the secondary mission cards. That was the thing we didn't get to try because I rage quit on the not reading things. Because we didn't get to try the Gambits. And I kind of wish we had gotten that far. We saw the betrayal. She can't behave. She can wait out there till Scott gets home. Straight to jail. I did give her the dragon back though, so she can't be too mad at me. She got her toy back at least. Alright. This is our last boy for these. I'm pretty excited to have my whole box built, or my half of the box built. Well, technically my whole box. But easier picked up as 84 can. Yeah, sorry guys. I just feel bad for anyone with headphones. I try not to let her get too loud on here. Especially since we have, you know, nice microphones and everything. The good part with nice microphones is she shouldn't be peeking out the mic, so that's good. But she's still loud AF. At least on my end, so. These little nubs. Infantry are the worst. Alright, there we go. All cleaned up. Last leg. Last base. Last boy. We did it. Come on. Alright, there we go. So, next up for Build-a-thon. 5 Barbgons. So that is 5 Nids and 2 Eldar built so far. Hooray! I'm realizing we have Seraphon next, but I didn't grab the build instructions. Okay, I can see them here though. So let me grab our next round of stuff. I think the warriors are probably going to be the easiest to build on stream, even though they're the probably the most tedious. So it's probably the way to go. So let me grab our build instructions and our warriors. Should be, I think, those. That's our cavalry. Ah. Steal those instructions. Alright. Next up should be 10 warriors. And we're gonna go with clubs. We're gonna have so many things to paint on stream here, chat. Once all these are together. So many projects. Speaking of projects, if you've not voted for Sub Sunday, exclamation vote. Again, that won't be this Sunday, but we will get it on the calendar. I just need to know what to get prepped ahead of time. So if you guys want to vote, exclamation vote. What is actually in the lead for anyone who has been over to the Sub Sunday vote? It was Kingdom Death when we started. I don't know if it still is. I think Space Wolves had the lead yesterday, so I don't know if they're still near the top. An interesting mix of stuff. It is Kingdom Death, okay. We'll have to pick something cool for it then. I guess we'll give privilege to those chilling in YouTube. If we do Kingdom Death, would you want creepy thing or pinup thing? What are we feeling? We feeling creepy? We feeling pinup? Because I've still got some bosses we need to work on. Trying to think what would be like a larger creepy thing we could have. I feel like Slenderman has to be in the to be considered with Slender Scott. I vote creepy. I feel like we need another creepy. Like the owl is done. I need something else to terrorize chat with, is kind of my feeling. We need a new owl, you know? Always male pinups if available. Another good shout, we would have to do the silly putty bikini, though. Which can be a little annoying. They are great, though. Accidentally knocked that. Glue them back in. Gosh darn it. Something was just dropped off. It's gonna mute. Okay, I think it's safer. She's still going, but not as loud. It's safer. Alright. I remembered on mine that I didn't line these up as nicely as I should. So for this commission one, we're going to make sure we get them all lined up. I was like, this connecting piece is a little wonky. What is not letting that line up? Okay. Clean this up a little bit more. The nub from the sprue is in a weird spot, which is not helping. I really like Kingdom Death monsters, both pinups and monsters. They did a great job with their minis. Not too into the game, too. That's fair. It's difficult. I would like to play more, but it being a campaign game, like, it's really hard to get a group to commit to how much time is involved for it. So I think that's my only thing. Because I would love to play more, but yeah, these really long campaign games are tough. You kind of have to have a dedicated group for it. Or you're playing it solo. Which I wouldn't mind if I could leave it set up somewhere, but I don't have a place to do that. So yeah, I don't get to play as much as I would like. Which is a shame, because I basically have everything for it. I've got like all the expansions. I pick up a lot of the stuff on the sales. But you do have to have a group to get through more of it. For those who haven't played Kingdom Death, the reason for that is you have kind of your monster hunting elements where you're fighting the big baddies, but there's also a settlement phase. So kind of think of it like Darkest Dungeon. So once you kill the baddie and get all the materials from them, kind of like Monster Hunter, you then take it back to the settlement and you can build different things and make decisions, and you get story events there. So the settlement is building as you are doing the campaign. And yeah, it's not just you hop in for like a session. It continues to grow and build on itself. So if you don't have a group for it, it can be really tough. So I feel about most of my board games. I want to play them, but they're a bit of a time sink. Yeah, I think Gloomhaven's in that same bucket for me. Where I'd really like to play more of it, like as a campaign, but like the group we have is a D&D group, and they just want to do D&D. So it's finding an entirely new group of people to then dedicate to that much time. It's hard to do. So I would love to play both of them more, but I just don't know when that's gonna happen. And it's a shame because those campaign games are like some of my favorites. Yep, we have Dark Souls 2, ISS Vanguard, Ignite, Arkham Horror. Those types of games. The solution, move to the UK. Play with me, Exalted. I have so much Monster Hunter, please help. It's tempting. Every time it's tempting. But yeah, I think it would be fun. One day I'll get to play my games. Alright, 61 and 60. They may actually be on that sprue, but we'll take a look. Descent, we have Descent as well, yep. I think we got like 2 games of that with a friend, and then that was over too. It's just, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Alright, there's 61 and 60. Should be on here then. If that one was here, there it is. I think that's just like in general. Oh yeah, me too. Oh boy, you got a lot more coming. Yeah, I'll help you play through your Monster Hunter backlog. Got Darkest Dungeon. I'm just gonna stop talking. Oh goodness, thank you so much to our new patron. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. I don't have a name because I didn't want real people names showing up on accident, but thank you so much. I appreciate that. I hope that you enjoy the tutorial index and all of that. I am hoping to have some more stuff on Patreon here soon. Switching over to YouTube has kind of taken that time, but I think I can do some PDFs in the meantime so I get used to video schedule here. But thank you so much, I appreciate that. Oh, it's me, happy join. Thank you so much, Nocturne Novel. Yeah, I hope you enjoy everything in there. If you have any questions, let me know. But thank you so much. I think I kind of want to do one for Cabanda that we just finished, so I may throw him in there until we can get, yeah, more videos up and running. It me, Thalyura. Hey, remember Elden Ring? Yeah, I got that coming too. I went all in on that one. Yeah, I know we both did. I'm excited for that though. It's gonna be so fun. Okay, how about I think I'm seeing that it's cheaper for us to just move there and then we can share the Kickstarters. I think that's what I'm seeing here. It's actually cheaper to pack up our whole life and move that way. then yeah, just doubling down on Kickstarters. Oh, you start Darkest Dungeon 2? I was enjoying it. I don't know, I kind of fell off of it. I feel like maybe I preferred 1, but they did some really cool stuff with 2. I need to get back to it and give it some more on my handheld. On the handheld. I live in Ohio, so I live Elden Ring every day. Bill's just here living in Caelid. More Swamp DLC, please. Let's see. Actually, I'm planning to treat myself to an airbrush for my birthday this month. Ah, happy early birthday. Was I in the Iwata Eclipse CS? Do you have any recommendations? Sure. So I feel like that's kind of one of 2 that people kind of go to. So there's the Iwata line. The one that I use is the Badger Patriot, and I believe that's easier to get here in the States because they are a US company. But I like the Badger a lot because it tears down really easily. So if you are new to airbrushing, it's easy to disassemble, to clean. Because until you get used to like the paint consistency and stuff, you're going to be cleaning it a little bit more. I'm not as familiar with the Iwata. If anyone in chat is able to give any tips, please feel free to hop in. I think I've used my friends like once. It's just that, yeah, we kind of went in on the Badger line of products instead. So I've heard that they're nice, but I have not worked with them as much myself. Love the Patriot, yeah, we really like ours. But I have a feeling it's probably harder to get a hold of if you're not here in the States. I know that they also do their birthday sale, which I'm trying to remember what time of year that is, and they do discounts on the Patriot. But I don't remember when that is. I even went in and got another Patriot on one of those. Just to like have it. There it is, 57. Yeah, I hope that helped. If you have any other questions, hopefully someone else here in chat can help with more of the Iwata stuff. New airbrush is exciting though. I think you're gonna love it. I love having an airbrush. Just to be able, like here it's really humid, so even just being able to prime whenever I want and to do like the larger base coats, the larger gradients, I think you're gonna love it. Especially with armies, like it saves so much time being able to do some of that quickly. Some of these projects, if I had to do them all by hand, I would still be working on. I mean, some of the Kickstarters are double the price to make back. See? Exactly. I think this is the plan. I'll tell Scott to start packing. Let's see. Bill says, Badger Patriot tears down easily. Other Badgers are pretty different with the tiny nozzles. Yeah, the Patriot would be the one I recommend to start with. For sure. The other brushes are great, but I would recommend knowing how to thin your paints and when to kind of swap out before I recommend them. Scott's home. I don't remember a Badger birthday sale from last year. Did they do it? I am not sure. Just because we have ours already, I don't pay as much attention, sorry. I use a brand called Auto Lock with a tiny compressor. I'm a noob, so I shouldn't give my opinion, but I find it easy to work with. There are the smaller airbrushes too. Some people go for like the cheapy airbrushes, and then they'll just replace them when they need to. I tend to go the other route. I would rather just save up for one that's nice. Sadie's very excited, yeah. We haven't had a problem with the, like we've had to replace a couple seals, but we haven't had a big problem with it Greenleaf. I'm excited. I have a breathing mask, but need to find a ventilation station that'll fill my shoebox of a room. That's a good shout too. We have an airbrush hood and would recommend it if you're able to kind of invest into a few things. That's kind of the tough part, as it does add up. So you've got the airbrush, the compressor, the like hood with the filters and everything if you can. But then you're set. And then it's just replacements every now and then if you need to. I'm gonna apologize again. Sorry Sadie is so crazy today. I don't think we're still used to the puppy energy. Especially after our Simon was such a couch potato. We're doing our best, but we're not always... Like, I played with her 3 different times before stream, and she's still... I need to just bottle her energy so I can have it. Thank you, chat, for being sweet. Use them for 8+ hours a day on weeks on end, they are awful. I mean, I do commission work. This is my full-time gig, so yeah. But no, we haven't had too many problems with them. Just the replacements, I guess, from regular wear and tear. You said, if you buy quality stuff, you don't have to worry about replacing anytime soon. Yeah. That's kind of the approach I would rather take than the replacing them really often. I know some people like to do it, but I feel like in the end you just end up spending more. Because then you just have to keep getting replacements. Okay. Alright, there's our first boy. I need to dig out the bases for them, so I'll just do the bases after. There's our first boy. 9 more to go. Alright, it's 15 on to 16. 73, 74. I will say, since you joined the Patreon, there is a video there tearing down the Patriot airbrush. It should be similar for the Iwata, but there is if you're specifically looking for airbrushing things. My plan is to get a setup further away from like where I'm sitting right now, closer to the airbrush, where we can do more of that. And that's what I'm having to figure out right now. But a good place to start. That's with Scott, does a nice teardown. He is more mechanically inclined than I am, so helped us out with that. So I can point you that direction. Alright, find all these nubs. Looking forward to browsing everything. By the way, the Kratos tank you painted in Salamander's colors is beautiful. Thank you. That Kratos tank is so like the kit itself is so pretty. It was really fun to do in the Salamander colors. We were working on the Blade Guard vets more yesterday, and I just if I could do it all over again, I have that thought. It's like, would I have done Space Wolves if I had known Salamanders had existed? If I ever decide to like hop into like Heresy or something, I think I need some Salamanders of my own. They're just too cool. The color scheme's too pretty. The characters are too cool. The lore is fun for them. But thank you very much, I appreciate that. I've got to get the Dozer blade finished for that, and then I think it is good. On decals. Gotta throw some more bling on it. We got some of the pretty Heresy decals. Throw on it. I'm excited. Alright. Here's that weird alignment again. Oh, I didn't finish. all over the place. Oh, we cleaned this. That's fine before. So for the salamanders, we've got the Kratos to finish. I've got 2 more of the flyers, and I'm sorry, I never remember the names for them. I think it's a Storm Talon is left. And a Storm Raven. We have a couple more dreadnoughts, and then Vulcan himself is going to be joining the force. So he is in sub-assemblies at the moment. So that's the rest of the Salamander's force for now. I'm only sad that some of those ended up in Legends. So the Leviathan Dreads, the Kratos. Just sad that those ended up in Legends now. Like, as we're working on them. Still cool kits though. Let's see, I just tracked down an old Forge World Land Raider Prometheus upgrade on eBay. I hope to paint up and make the Pride of Collection once I feel confident in my abilities. That's gonna be sweet. I'm glad Land Raiders are back. Like, getting to see more of those on the table. I'm very excited. That's always been one of my favorite vehicles. I am excited to see yours when you dive in. Come on. There. I don't understand why they legend them. You just started making plastic kits of these. Do you not want more monies? It's very weird. Like, I kind of understand the things that are in resin. That makes sense to me. But yeah, the fact that now most of them are in plastic. It doesn't, I don't know. Like the Fire Raptor kind of makes sense. It's not gonna come in plastic, so you have to do something. The ones coming in plastic doesn't make sense to me. I collect models for their looks rather than to play games. That's the way to go, honestly. If you're chasing the game meta, you'll always have something to buy. I hope that one day, you sure will. I want to see it. I'm excited. Sorry, chat, 1 second. I can't get this to sit right. The build rage is about to start. Okay. I just need you to line up. Just sit here for a second. Thank you. Oh. But yeah, I'm with you, Panda. I don't get it. I was very confused reading through that article that day. It's been interesting watching the Heresy release. I'm glad more of that's coming to plastic. The Knights coming to plastic is huge. And then next to what they're doing with Old World. It's very just interesting seeing the decisions being made, I guess. Across the systems. Like Heresy got a full big box relaunch, lots of plastic. Old World, we're getting resin figures one by one, and I don't know. It's very interesting watching what they're doing right now. All right, need 75. We got drum 75, 82, and 83. I feel like they'd be on this. Yeah, there it is. I want to see someone do a kit bash of an orc-looted Grey Knight's Dreadnought baby carrier, some Nundums. Orcs with the baby carrier would be pretty great, yeah. I feel like I have seen some, but like more. More, please. That's just begging to be looted by orcs. 82, there it is. Looking forward to collect Cities of Sigmar. They look great. I love the overall like theme that they're giving them. All of the new models we've seen for them look fantastic. It's hard. I don't need another army, but they look good. They look good. I'm excited to watch everyone else work on them. One thing I really love for the new stuff is the shields that they're giving to everything. I think they look so sick. Oops. But just a cool vibe across the whole army. Excited to see what else they get. Because I'm sure they're going to have some, like, big centerpiece model, too. I feel like that's coming. What would you guys still want to see from cities? If you were wishlisting more cities releases, what would you throw in? Some of the, like, larger cities pieces from before getting an upgrade would be cool. And I'm struggling with the name of some of them. But they had like the steam tanks, they had some of the bigger vehicle things with just the craziness on the back. The Warlord upon the Wing Manticore is fantastic. I'll fold the Stormcast battle box into the fold, yeah. Want griffins? Yeah. That Manticore is so cool. The reveal that they did that in, I was very impressed. That they had kind of kept that under wraps until then, because that was really cool. I feel like, unfortunately, with leaks, we see a lot of stuff like that early, so I'm glad they were able to keep that one for us. Scorchband, also a small rant. Why did they kill Yark? Okay, I'm done. Or did they? Bum, bum, bum. Or did they? Alright, there's a little drum. Attached to arm. I admit, I slept through it because I wasn't about Space Marines, but I woke up to a welcome surprise, yeah. I think sometimes the, with time zones especially, it can be a little silly. I know when they were doing the tournaments over here in the States, some of those were so early. Or so late, depending on where you're at. Some of the, when they're back home in the UK, some of those are early. Especially for a Saturday. With the puppy, have been getting up earlier, but before that, it was kind of tough to make some of them. I think also curious to see how Epic's gonna do. So bringing back Epic scale. Though I do love the itty bitty tanks. I think they're adorable. But that'll be kind of cool to see, and how it like works alongside Titanicus and all of that. I am curious on all that. And then I will scoop up all the Titanicus weapons that are plastic. I'll take those, please. Alright, there's a drum. We need a head option. Basically any of our basic boys. I'll go with 101, I guess. And then his other arm. 78 and 81. Which I guess are in this word. So I think the plan is we will build the warriors and then we'll kind of see where chat's at. Obviously, numbers are a little different over here on YouTube, away from our main home. We'll see if anyone else is hanging in there. If it's not a great day, then we'll wrap it up there. If people are still here to hang, then we'll keep hanging, we'll keep building. Keep building, I just got back. No! No! So far we've built 2 Eldar, 5 Barbgaunts, and this is our 2nd lizard. So it's been a productive day. Epic seems too small for my massive fingers, but they'll make great basing pieces for full-scale Knights and Titans. It'll be really cute seeing all the forces. My favorite, and I can't unsee it, is my friend and I were talking about how each Marine on the tiny base has like a tactical rock, because that's where their like peg is to go into the base. So now I just see them as little penguins carrying their tactical rocks around. And it just makes me giggle every time. We're on ultra low latency, yeah. Do we notice the difference? See? Now you're gonna see it too. Oh. They just carry him around. Seems like a 5-ish second delay. It's definitely better than last week, yeah. Last week it was like I'd ask a question, go off, get a drink, then you guys finally hear it. It was pretty rough. Pretty rough. I guess for like, I mean, you can set it on Twitch, but like tournaments and stuff, that'd be nice for no screen sniping and things like that, but it was pretty rough. It is really interesting for anyone who likes the kind of behind-the-scenes YouTube-y stuff. I can do the ultra-low latency, but it doesn't support 4K. It doesn't support captioning, which I kind of don't like, because I would love for captions to be on my video. I think there's one more thing, that if you went to the ultra-low, unfortunately it's too fast and I can't keep up with it. But that was kind of interesting to dig into more yesterday. I saw hobbies paint a Terminator in black and orange puffin colors, and it was so cute. I think I've seen some of those. Almost decided to forsake the salamanders. Oh, it must have been really cute then. I think it's the puffin guard. I do see them pop up every now and then. It is cute. Why doesn't this arm want to fit? Excuse me, Mr. Lizard. I need you to... What the heck? So it's just a totally different angle than I'm thinking. It is. Okay. There we go. Alright, and then this is last. I don't think I've cleaned it yet. Nope. I think if I've seen any other, like... I say puffins and penguins are cuter than dragons. It is pretty cute. I was trying to think if I've seen other, like, cute ones. It's been really cool seeing everyone work on the Leviathan box. I've enjoyed seeing all the Marines and all the Tyranids. That's been fun. I think the other thing I've really enjoyed is now that Threads is up and running. People sharing some of their old projects. I've been trying to do the same. I hope Threads does well, because I'm so ready to get off Twitter. I've made a lot of really good friends on Twitter, but that platform makes me very sad every time I get on. Oh. So I hope there's a good fit for everyone to move to. So I can go back to just being pretty model pictures. Alright, here's lizard number 2. 2 lizard. We've got what? Banner boy next? That's 16. Yep, banner boy. Very inspirational. Technique to make checkered paint schemes hurts my brain. I was looking at org memes. I'll hang out and keep stream as long as you keep stream. Thank you. I appreciate it. I think because we're doing it for watch hours, it just makes sense to be here if there are watch hours to be had. If people have other plans, all good. We'll just do it another day. But as long as it makes sense, we'll be here. Went out for a walk and came back to Nikki. Welcome back, Avian. We finished our barb gaunts. We got 5 of these cuties now built. Now we're building some Saurus warriors. So I've got our captain dude. We've got our little musician dude. And banner dude is next. And then it's just regular warriors after that. More people come over here time. Yeah, it's just rebuilding, right? Just like we had to do with Twitch. Yep. I can do this all day. It's rebuilding. It's always interesting because I am someone who's always been more of a Twitch person. So kind of seeing the differences between the platforms and getting things figured out, moved over. That's all. And obviously I need to be making just regular videos. I just gotta get set up. But yeah, it's all learning. Yep. Meeting done. Building still going. Pog champ. Welcome back, Wasted Mind. I also know for here it's lunchtime. And for our UK friends, dinner time. So it's a tough time slot right now. So we'll just keep building and then we'll see where people are at. Their name is Grill, Barbie, and Hibachi. Yes, there's our barb guns. I'm excited to take them in a game. The one thing I did do, in case anyone else is building them, is I didn't glue the actual cannon down, so I can take those off for painting. Because that's going to be a nightmare painting right next to that bug. So I left those separate. Made a thread account the other day too. We'll see what platform the community embraces in time. Yeah! It's, I don't know. I kind of wish Blue Sky was a little bit more ready to go. Because that seemed like a good on paper alternative. I enjoyed Mastodon when Mastodon was kind of the thing, but I know a lot of people were confused by how exactly it worked. So that wasn't going to be a great fit. The fact that you can import your Instagram stuff over to Threads and making it so easy makes it seem like a real good front runner here. So yeah, we'll see if it ends up taking. I know there's some quality of life stuff people are hoping they do, which will be huge. If they can keep the momentum, I feel like it could be a good option. I think Blue Sky not being ready to roll is probably going to hurt them. There are time zones outside the best Pacific time zone. I hate when things are in Pacific time zone. Anytime a video game reveal or something is Pacific time zone, it's like, no. We're waiting forever. That was very helpful, yeah. Getting moved over. There are concerns with threads, like deleting your thread account deletes your Instagram. I feel like it was related. I thought the only way you could delete threads was to, yeah. But I think you're right? The fact that they're kind of linked. For me, not a huge deal, because I'm basically using it for stream and stuff, and for hobby. But if you've got personal stuff on there that you're a little more worried about, could see that being a pain. I'm weird and I don't post anything personal, so mine's just all hobby, and occasionally you'll see my dog. That's all I got to share. You like specific time zone? The specific ocean. Comes to model some kind of guy that GW loves. I'll buy a box for each squad variant. I hate magnetizing. I'll do magnetizing for like Dreadnought and up. If it's something smaller, I'll get the other box. It's not worth it to me. It's not worth the time. It's not worth the teeny tiny magnets. I too will get another box. It's fine. It's fine. Some of those bigger vehicles, I think it's worth it, but when you only need like one in an army. How is Borker? She was banished earlier because she was being loud. Now that Scott's home, I can probably open the door again, but she was too loud. We also had a delivery earlier and she lost her mind. How can you not embrace the dark magnetic magics? No thank you. No thank you. I just want to paint. I don't want to drill stuff for forever. That was the boxes being delivered then. The boxes. I think it's cool we can choose how we interact on social media, whether it's bearing your soul or merely sharing the highlights. Yeah. I think that's also a reminder in that some people, because people have, I'm including myself in this, remembering that it is the highlights can go a long way too. I think people are now a little better about remembering that, but it bears repeating that it is the highlights. If you're comparing yourself to social media, keep that in mind. Let me get this on here real quick. Okay, I haven't built my 2 autarchs because I don't really want to magnetize them. They have so many options. Feels bad, man. On the other hand, not magnetize them let me have lots of Wraithguard and Wraith Blades. See? See? I think if it's a model you like, having a couple with the different options, you know? Depends how much time you want to put into them. If you want to go for all the options, if you want to go for all the magnetizing. I think the other thing for me for magnetizing is storage. So like if I've got 5 different options, where am I putting all of this? Basically means you now have a bag of just arms and things you also have to carry around. Where the heck is your arm, little lizard? Oh, it is on here. Why are you over here? 32. Oh, I guess it's the banner bearer. I guess that makes sense. Alright, 32 and then 28 to hold the banner. Okay. 28? 28. Please don't go flying. There we go. I spend too much time playing Eve and MMOs. I want all the options. Let's see, I bought a fishing tackle box for all my equipment. It's made a welcome dent in my mountain of stuff. I have one of those for my bits box, and I think that does help, yeah. Where do I keep a few hundred magnetized Eldar weapons? Nope, not my problem at all, Bork. Nope. I mean, get you a tackle box. Sounds like. You can have like a magnetized tray. Just full of arms. just a tray full of arms. Alright, one side. Get the shield side all prepped. I need to talk with Battle Foam. Listen, I need a tray with a lid that has slots for 150-ish Eldari weapons. I think one of those DIY alcoves that typically hold screw containers for my bits. Let's see, Panda says it's some tree trim people come yesterday to take care of some trimming and removal. Now I gotta find a good landscaper to start working on stuff. Getting everything where it needs to be. I really need to tackle our front yard, but it is too darn hot here for summer. It's gonna have to wait till probably winter. I was gonna say fall, but we don't get much of a fall here in Texas. It's still hot. We have a vine that just I can't kill. I've cut it back, I've sprayed it so many times. I've ripped up everything I can't find, and it still comes back. And it's back again. Lupo plays with weird house rules? Well, like what? Curious. Scott's been watching more of that than I have. Alright, we need regular lizard dude face. Here. Just use a gallon bag, throw them all in, there you go. You'll find them eventually. All those magnetized bits are just gonna be like a blob when you take them out. Just a big old blob of bits. Ball of arms. An eldritch horror of arms. I guess I can talk about the tabletop sim game again. For anyone who wasn't here earlier, Scott and I played a 1,000-point game on tabletop sim yesterday. And it's a little clunky, just from the tabletop sim, like, software itself. Fortunately, mine was not loading all correctly. So, like, my index cards are really hard to read. They were very small. The, like, mat where my dice are was busted. It wasn't working correctly. When we could kind of get into the groove of it, it felt pretty good, and like the measuring and everything was really neat. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get my side fixed, because I don't know what happened. But yeah, if anyone was interested in 10th Ed on Tabletop Sim, there are the mods and everything in our Discord, if you wanted to check that out. Exclamation Discord will get you to the Discord. They hit units like the ghost kill's block line of sight, and since you can't shoot a ghost kill outside 12 inches, it's basically free screening that isn't allowed in normal 40k. Oh yeah. By the time I learned the rules for an edition, a new one's released. I ended up not playing a lot of 9th, so I didn't care for 9th very much. 10th has been really fun. It's a lot more streamlined. I don't feel like I'm just bookkeeping the whole time. So I'm going to try and play a lot more in this edition. Alright, we have an option. I'm going to go with the feathers because it's more fun. So yeah, I'm trying to focus on my Nids because they're getting their codex first. I also want to get back to my Eldar because I didn't get to play my Eldar last edition. Why did I choose to go TTS over playing with real minis on the table? Mostly so we could learn for people who aren't here locally. So like if anyone in the community wanted to play or things like that. It was just kind of learning the system and getting it all figured out. I would also like to do some of it on like YouTube videos. So because we don't have a permanent setup for the actual game table, being able to, even if it is with just Scott, load it up to record it and have gameplay. So we were figuring it out last night. Getting maps loaded in and army lists together, things like that. I saw you popped on Tabletop Sim. Stream lets me creep, which makes me kind of ill. No. I mean, I leave my status open, so anyone can see. Would have loved to watch the game, though. Yeah, we were just... it was a lot of figuring things out. Me having to close my game about 10 times. So honestly, I'm sorry if I was spamming you. So we were trying to get the the thing to load. And I just didn't want to. Once we're up and running and have it kind of under control, then we'll do more of that. I was just trying to get things figured out. Did you know you can make a Doom duck on Hero Forge? I did not. Now I know. Is that your project for today, Avian? I don't want to strip some of my Eldar units, but I know I could do better now. But stripping history, nay. I say don't do it. I don't think it's worth it. At least not until you finish, like, the army. When you have the army where you want it, then go back to anything that you might want to touch up. I don't think it's worth it until then, honestly. Now, if you finish and you're like, yeah, it's really bothering me that those aren't either the same standard or whatever you want to call it, then do it. I have some of my Space Wolves in that boat. That was fine. I was playing around with the video BIOS for RetroArch. I still need to play around with it. Good luck, Avian. I hope you can get all your stuff where you want it. It feels real good when you finally do get it. I'll figure it out and together. I sure hate that song everyone's using in Reels. Wait, which one? Squishman. There was one when I posted my Tyranid this morning that, like, it was on TikTok. Instagram Reels are about a week or so behind TikTok, which is really fun to watch. And, like, the 5 videos I watched while mine was posting was all the same. You just do it with Bill Hader dancing. I know the GIF you're talking. Yep, that's the one. Yep, that's the same song I'm talking about. Yep, that was the 5 videos after I posted was all that song. Added the link to the map creator in the Discord list. Thank you, Scott. If anyone wanted to check it out, the links are in the Discord. Do your brushes produce that gradient effect naturally, or do you have to apply subtly different shades of paint? So sure, let me just grab my Kratos, and I'll show you kind of how I approached it. Okay, so let's say we want something like this, or I grabbed the Leviathan because it's a little bit easier to explain some of it on. So for these, what I do when I airbrush is I like to go from darkest to lightest. And it's just because you're spraying over it and you're kind of blending as you go. Depending on what your project might be, some people like to go back and do shading later, but I go from darkest to lightest. So for something like the Leviathan, I do all of my base color. So for the salamanders, I do wog flesh. And I do that over the whole mini, and I try to make sure I get into all of the cracks and crevices. The next layer, you'll want to make sure that you, kind of like when you're doing it by hand, leave a little bit of that shadow, but then you'll just come in and kind of where you want that highlight. What I tend to do is I'll do where I want it specifically, and then I'll do a thinner kind of spray in between the two to blend them. So if I want the color mostly here, I'll start there, and then I'll kind of fade out to the, it's honestly the other way. I'll kind of fade it toward where I just did it. So if this is the main color for Warpstone, I'll do Warpstone, and then I'll kind of fade it in. And then I'll go up to the next color. So for me, it's Moot Green. So I'll do a little bit of Moot Green, and then I'll kind of fade it in a little bit. So that's kind of the, I guess, top level explanation. The Kratos is a little bit different in that if you like the modulated, what I actually do is an index card. And I will put the index card where I want this transition. So if you like it really dark to really light here, index card. And I just block it. Or here, so that I can get the highlight. So if you like the modulated. Recipe's the same, yeah, it's perfect for salamanders. But yeah, I go darkest to lightest, and I think that helps because it kind of builds on each other. But depending on the project, you can hop around just like by hand brushing. But yeah, that's what I do. I hope that helps. The other that helps is Post-it notes, if you need it to stay. Because it's got the tack on it, it's not strong enough to pull the paint. I'll just put a sticky note there. And that works too. We talking magic, that's right. Magic. But yeah, I hope that helps. When you get your new airbrush, get to play with it a bit. I talk airbrush magic and then I can't put this arm on. Nope, that seems about right. You add thinner to make the paint work through the airbrush. I don't think GW has those paints in the air range. Yeah, so you can use thinner. The other one that I like to use is Flow Improver. And Flow Improver I will recommend if you're doing a lot of whites or yellows, because it helps to hold the pigments together a little better than like thinner or water will. So if you're stocking up and you think you'll be using it for a lot of whites and yellow paints, I think the Flow Improver is worth it. Again, I hate being like, buy these 20 things and you're good, but I do think that one is worth it if you're using those colors a lot. Yeah. Because sometimes I'll even just thin with a little bit of water. If you do that with the whites and the yellows, it'll spread too much on you. You'll get the very speckly look. So if you want the smoother coat, that Flow Improver helps a lot. Tamiya tape's the best if needing to mask shapes like hazard stripes too. Yep, Tamiya tape. Again, it's another low tack tape. So it won't peel your paint. Flow Improver moves for any paint though. Yeah, so it's a good addition to the toolbox. Yeah. Flow Improver is pretty good. It's good also if your paints are drying out really quickly. Kind of like adding medium versus water. Reason why this is thinner spray. Stop spraying cottage cheese. Yep, that's a good pro tip. Bill says, I tend not to watch reels unless it's comedy, so I don't get in the music thing. Last favorite audio meme, though, is the ooh vomit clip. I definitely get TikTok songs stuck in my head for a while. For those who are on TikTok more, the two ladies that are running to promote their song, so they're like running through a fairground and then running through like all these different things. Their song's been stuck in my head for forever. Forever. Yeah, Scott just wants it on mute. No sound. I love shopping recommendations. My perfectionist soul thanks you kindly. We actually have, if Scott can hit exclamation gear, that is a collection. It's Amazon links, but if you wanted to kind of look through some of the stuff I've put together in case there's anything else you're looking for. I know it's a little different for if anyone's overseas. Obviously, those links are not going to be great for you. But if you wanted names for things to just kind of look through, I've got that there. Or if anyone wants to get anything for Prime Day, there it is. But yeah, overseas, probably not a good link. Like actually purchasing they're there, probably not a great idea. But get to at least see the names, and if there's anything you're looking for, I've tried to put everything there. That's the tough part with half my audience being here in the States and another half being in UK and Europe. Try and find something that works. Bill says, wait, I shouldn't use duct tape for masking? Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. I I mean, if you're working on orcs, you could just leave it. Like that's now part of your model. Don't even have to do anything else. You're good. Duct tape it up. See, there it goes. Now Carbine's got it stuck in his head. The danger of the reels. Alright, there we go. There's Banner Boy. There's 3 lizards. We're still going. Still going, chat. Oh, okay, I need water is what I need. No more monster, we need water. And then I'll have to figure out, let's get a few more warriors in. We'll see where we're at. Again, if it makes sense to keep going, we'll keep going. If it doesn't, we'll save it for another day. That's fine. 1 and 2. I want to get at least 5 of these together before we figure it out. Three lizards. We'll add an E each time until they're done. Lizards. Oh, your torso's attached. That's so much easier. Okay. And then 7. And then lizard head. Airbrush favorite with you listed. Oh, is what I was searching for. I'll take your recommendation. Find the equivalent in the UK. Yes, we love ours. We've had ours for a while. And then we just get the filters as we need them. I'm glad that's what you're looking for. What was that? Oh, head. I need lizard head. Alright. I don't think there's anything else hobby related I've seen. Kedis mentioned Limbo Division in the Discord, and they had some new ones that I hadn't seen. There was like 3 new ones that are up for pre-order. So I need to, you know, look at those again. But I just spent money on Kingdom Death sale. That was yesterday, so I probably can't get them just yet. I was surprised the bunnies are still in stock, because like the Limbo Division bunnies, the ones from the last sale are still on there. I was surprised. They must have made more this time. Gonna find some lunch, maybe prime some minis, but leave the stream going. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. Enjoy lunch, enjoy priming. We'll go for at least a little bit longer here. Really? Right on the very thin piece. Yeah. I don't want to do that. It's gonna break. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna let that cure and then we'll come back for it. Kingdom Death sale, yep, yesterday. Don't goof up the order in Prime stream while leaving lunch running. I read that initially as Prime steak, and I was like, I'm down for that lunch. I should be happy that I missed them. I picked up on this sale. I actually ended up passing on some of the painter scale this time because I've already got so many painter scale ones that I need to work on. Wait a second. Where's your tail, sir? Oh, I see. That's why it's... Okay. I was so excited that the torso was together that I didn't get his little belly. Okay, so 3. There it is. The sale was kind of fun because they had a mystery model. I actually purchased it without knowing what it was. But if you are interested and it's still available, you can scroll all the way down the store page to see what it is. I won't spoil it, obviously, but it was kind of fun. Let's see, I started a new job this week. Catching up on the stream will be a great way to unwind each week. So thank you for sharing your time, talent, and knowledge. You're gonna make me cry. Thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. For coming to hobby with us. Thank you, thank you. I'm always glad when we can hang out and talk gaming and hobbying. So thank you. How is I hope new job is going well. That's exciting. We've had several people in the community have some new life updates. We've got people moving, new jobs. Go, everyone, go. I guess technically I fit in that with YouTube. Guess I've got stuff too. Working from home, so look forward to sneaking in some painting. There you go. The best. Alright, little lizard belly. I hope that more people, like more and more people get to work from home too. I feel like right now some people are kind of stuck in that where offices are trying to figure out what to do. Hopefully more people get the go-ahead for that. It just helps so much. Taking out commute time, helping with childcare, all that good stuff. Just mental health in general. I hope that more and more people get to work from home. It's blowing my mind. Just having no commute saves so much. Yeah. Time, gas money. It's huge. Alright, there's that. Now we've got him. We're hoping that Scott gets an update for his job so he can stay here too. He's having to do the really annoying, like, 2 days in the office thing. Hopefully here soon. He'll get news as well. But then there's all these office buildings that they want to fill. I went to the local office to collect my equipment last week. The place was almost empty. It was eerie, I bet. Because, yeah, now we've just got all these office buildings that are empty. That they're still paying money on. So that'll be interesting to see, too. Will be a big change. Go in 8 days... Wait. Go in 8 days a week for 16 hours a day. Yes. That's your new schedule. Enjoy. Enjoy. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm going to be very happy when we can bring our emotes over here. I'm missing the... I do appreciate everyone typing out my emotes for Bork and some of the others. It's making me giggle every time. But yeah, I mean, I'm ready to have our emotes over here. Don't know if they submitted the request for permanent remote, but it sounds like proposal is written. Let's go. I'm just saying, put me in, coach. I'm here to fight for you. I think it's the dumbest that you don't have it. You are here, Undead. Welcome in. How are you? We are building lizards. You come during our Age of Sigmar section, so it's appropriate. We have 3 lizards. I'm working on 4th lizard. We're gonna get to 5 and see how everyone's doing. If we're not getting the watch hours, that was the point of the stream, then I'm probably gonna get some lunch, to be honest. If it's not working the way we were hoping, I'm gonna go get some lunch. It was good in theory. The nice part is I'm really not, like, penalized on YouTube for, like, viewer count being low, if that makes sense. So, like, Twitch, so much of it is average viewership. Here, if I'm streaming to 2 people, alright. Whatever. Alright. So that's kind of a nice change, too. Naturally, I recognize them lizards. We're getting them lizards together. I love the new Seraphon. Seraphon was that army where I'm like, okay, if they get like some new stuff, I'm probably in. And then they did, and now I've got a whole army. So the ones we're building right now are a commission, but I have my own set that I'm also going to be working on. They're just so much fun. Here is, in case anyone hasn't seen them, I can show some of mine. I have... This boy is so much work that I haven't finished him yet. But here is my croak. So still a ways to go on him. But he's been a lot of fun. I need to get like the rest of the vines and some basing started. Oh, his little friend on here. So there's Croak. And then I also have the new Star Master. Which is our Hypnotoad. So he is also, again, it's the chairs. There's so much detail on them. So there is, I just realized how old my profile picture is on here. It must date from 2012. Me and Agent 47 just hanging. I wish I could see, I'll have to go back later. I have tiny picture, but. Croak be nice. They're such fun sculpts. But yeah, I've got to get them finished. It's just then 10th came out, and that's my Nids got updates, and I just kind of switched gears. So when we switch back to lizards, we'll get them. My Tempestus Scions, there we go, are gathering even more dust. They look so squat next to the newest sculpts. It's so hard, yeah. It's, I kind of feel that with, like, Marines, too. Like, the Firstborn Marines. It's just, like, I don't want to paint any of those. I want to paint more, like, Primaris. The newer sculpts are just nicer. It's tough. You got 3 of the chairs to do. I have mine to finish, and then I have 1 with this commission, too. I think we're going to do a different approach on the chair this time. We're going to get more of the stonework done ahead of the other stuff. Which I thought about on mine, but I wanted to try something different, and I didn't super love it, so. We're gonna try it the other way. Squeezel, hello, how are ya? Welcome in. Welcome to Build-a-thon. We're trying to build some lizards and build some watch hours here on YouTube for going for partner and all that. So welcome in. I am working on our 4th lizard. We've built 5 barb gaunts, 2 Eldar characters, and now our lizards. So we're getting there. Use the old Firstborn Marines for practice. I should try and flog them on eBay. I'm just lazy. Yeah, I feel that. eBay's a lot. Between getting photos, getting everything posted. I just helped Scott sell a bunch of Dark Angels, and it's a fair amount of work just to get everything up and running. I need to sell my Cruel Boys because they're not gonna get. I'm not gonna play them. But that's another round of photos and things. It's just... Why won't you fit? You just fit. Everyone watched. And you fit. And now, there. You know what you do to our son and buy a ton of envelopes. The easiest thing I have found for eBay is to find something similar to what you're doing in the same country. So then it takes care of all the like currency stuff. And go to their page and then right under the photo there is sell something similar. Grab that. It'll fill in some of it for you. I think it takes a lot of the shipping, like weights and stuff over too. That's what I do. Work smarter, not harder. Yeah, that's what I have found to work. And then yeah, make any changes if you feel like the title needs to change and all that. Yep. That saved me a bit of time, as opposed to like a brand new listing every time. Because that gets tedious, yeah. Alright, can you please stay still, arm, so I can get this one? Please. Alright. Another lizard ready to roll. Some secures. I'm afraid to leave them. Okay. Number 4. Let's do one more and then we'll see where everyone's at. Hey Seth, welcome in. Building is going. We've got, let me do a recap before we do one more. We did 5 barb gaunts. So they were super easy, with easy to build. We've built, Jane Czar is in sub-assemblies. We got her. We've got Malgan Ra, also in sub-assemblies. I'm gonna paint that backpack separately this time. And then 4 lizards. So we've got our little captain guy, our musician, our banner bearer. Now it's the rest of the little warriors. How are you? Is there anything you're working on today? I'm just trying to get next projects in queue. Alright, which one is that? That was 1 and 2. I think we're on this boy. Yeah. 10 and 11. Oh, and 9. Okay, I was gonna say, where did 9 go? Just working. I hope work is going well. Thanks so much for joining us. I guess streamer things. I'll go through the spiels here. So normally I stream over on Twitch. That's kind of our main home. But we're trying to build out a little bit more to YouTube. So we're doing a stream over here today. If you guys would like to... Oh, thank you, bot. It heard me. If you'd like to follow over to Twitch, the link is there in chat. I have been working on a lot of Tyranids lately because I have Tyranids with 10th edition. So trying to get all of the ones from Leviathan done. Today we're kind of building a next round of projects. And then if you'd like to, the bot is listening, yeah. If you'd like to follow along with some of the other projects I'm working on, exclamation socials will get you to Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. But yeah, welcome in everybody. Thanks so much for coming to hang out today. I actually still have a slight mark on my left thumb where my lizard building session resulted in destroyed fingers and thumbs. Oh no. Just a reminder. A reminder of Lizard Day. Hopefully I don't have the same here after today. I think I'll definitely need a break after a few more lizards, but... head, and let's get other arm, which is 12. Those hobby knife blades sticking well when fresh? Yeah. I'm always really paranoid when I swap out my X-Acto blade. Just because you get so used to working with it, and then it's way sharper. I'm always paranoid. I said, and then we get 12. Where is it? Alright, we'll come back for 12, I guess. It was weeks ago. So I was like, please go back to normal. Oh, the next day, cutting knife nicks are no joke. Yeah, they'll get you. I remember when I first started the hobby, I was always just, my poor hands were so cut up. So I was getting used to using the hobby blade and everything. My poor hands. Now, for the most part, I do pretty well. Every now and then, I'll be distracted, is usually the problem. And I'll have a little slip, but yeah. My poor hands. Oh. I would say I'm also glad that we got the mold removal tool. I kind of made fun of it initially when it came out, because it's like, well, I have a knife. Why would I need a specific, like, mold remover? It's actually really nice. Especially for, like, building marines and, like, when they've got the mold line on the knee. Some of those rounded corners or rounded surfaces and things. For someone who doesn't like building, it does speed things up. Thought about getting it out for these guys, but I think the file's fine. It's a little quicker, I think. The GW one, yeah, I think, I don't know if they have a new one. I have whatever their first one was. I'm trying to find it in my cup here. I think Scott might have it, because he's helping me with building. But yeah, I think that helps. It's nice if you are not as used to the hobby knife. I think they may have done a redesign, and I can't remember. When they did the, like, relaunch of the... You have the old one with the red handle. Do you want... No, that's okay. I was just going to show it real quick if I had it, but... I think we know which one we're talking about. I was surprised how much I used that after we picked it up. Alright. I tried this way. I'm going to do this way and then the torso after. See if that's easier. You can creeper slide it under the door. If she's going to be quiet, you can open the door, actually. Gets a little toasty in here. I just didn't want the puppy to keep going off. I see why they do it the other way. The connection is not as solid from here, but oh well. We'll give it a try. How was the office today, Scott? I'm assuming also a ghost town. Dumb. Someone turn all the lights on. I did always hate that in the morning when I was at the office. It was just like the the low lights would be on, and then there's always that one guy that had to turn on all the overheads. Always that one guy. Let's get a dang lamp for your desk, dude. No. Everyone must suffer. Oop. Okay, yeah, we should have just kept doing it. Oh well. We'll get them smushed back together here. Bit more glue for this tail. I do wish this little connection point was better. Like I remember this on mine that I built. Just a weird little connection point. Alright, some head, and then arms. Light is the enemy. When it's that early, yeah. Yeah. It's really funny. So Scott and I both have, like, gamer lights that we have for our rooms. And we are usually in a very dark lit room. If we get the option, we tend to pick a darker color, and that's kind of our lighting. Has the Horus Heresy taught us nothing? That dude is the enemy. I make sure to look him in the eye and roll my eyes when he does it. I still say go turn him back off. Establish dominance over the lights. Just get up and turn them off. All right. It's got to be on this sprue. Oh, that's why. I thought that was 32. It's 12. I see. Alright, here we go. And then we need club. I prefer the passive-aggressive heavy sigh, or loud really. Sometimes they just need to know. Establish dominance. Remove the bulbs from the offending lights. Oh. That would be great. The next day he comes in. Guy tries to turn on the lights. Scott's just shaking his head. Not today, buddy. Not today. Imagination. Getting up and just smashing the lights, watching everyone cower. Reality. Look annoyed carefully and quietly. Just give him the loud no. Stop. Remove the ones above his desk. There you go. Targeted. Targeted passive aggression. Oh, offices. How fun. I don't miss it at all. I don't think I could ever go back. Like if this ever just doesn't work out one day, I can't go back. They'll never take me alive. There you go, Bill. Yeah. It hurts us. It burns like hygiene. Can't have that here. Go full Gollum. There you go. Cycling back to Gollum for Game of the Year. Well done, chat. Well done. Oh. the twist, a gamer twist. Such a twist. Alright, chat. Let me take a look. I think the plan is I'm going to finish this lizard, and we'll pick another day to maybe do a longer stream. It's a little quiet, which is fine. But if we're going for watch hours, we need, you know, watchers. So we'll give it another go. So I'm gonna probably pack it up here, get a late lunch, snack. But we got 5 lizards, 5 barb gaunts, and 2 Eldar characters built today, which is pretty awesome. So thank you everyone for all the company while we were building. It's only been 3 days and I can't go back to commuting. Being able to hop into bed during lunch break is a revelation. Yes. Yes. Did you see the Golem and Street Fighter mashup? I did not. How do we see your view count? I don't know. I have a, unfortunately it's on the screen behind me. I have a dashboard that I can use. But yeah. Like we were talking about earlier, it's just a matter of building up YouTube, so. Obviously we're used to very high numbers over on Twitch. Moving to a new platform is going to be very different, but that's okay. If we're busy today, then we'll do it another day. It's all good. So I think we're going to wrap up here. I'm going to do a quick little shot of everything we got together today. So here's our lizards. 5 lizards. I will continue the lizards maybe later tonight. Got 5 barb gaunts. Cool. And then we've got Janezar and Malkinra and sub-assemblies. So I've got the, my watch hours are good enough. I see how it is. That's not what I'm saying at all. If you want to keep watching, there's the VODs. There's actually one VOD that will be fun. Our King of the Castle. I was finally able to upload our King of the Castle VOD. So if you guys missed that, where chat tried to overthrow me in King of the Castle, that will be up on Friday. I'm trying to get everything kind of spread out so you guys aren't bombarded with stuff. So that'll be on Friday. I think yesterday VOD will be there tomorrow. But if you guys want to watch the VODs, if you want me still babbling along in the background, that does help out with watch hours. So thank you everyone who's been watching the VODs. If you want to catch me in between YouTube streams, we're over on Twitch. !Twitch will get you there. I'm also on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. So thank you everyone for coming to hang out today. I really, really appreciate it. We'll be back on Twitch on Sunday with something. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out then. But thank you so much. I love you guys, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.